Hey, here we is.
We're on the show.
Where you at though?
So, I need to figure out how to do the little reels thing because I figured out a life hack
Really, reels?
today. Yep. If you don't wash the soap out your ass crack, you can walk like 25% faster for the rest of the day.
Makes
That's
sense.
true.
So I need to film this
Cut
if
down
you guys are
friction.
available later.
And if you fart, probably
Yeah.
smells great.
Wait, it
Yeah,
makes
and there's bubbles.
And
Yeah.
Is she more
bubbles.
aerodynamic and not like sticky and shit?
It's friction reduction. That's what it is.
Is
What?
that the KY ass?
No.
ass-
No, it's the.
That's not actually.
Probably Old Spice.
That's not actually
body wash.
soap. But KY is not really a soap. We're fucking.
It like gets you clean, doesn't it?
No.
It gets you dirty.
Oh wait.
From the inside out.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, how's everybody doing out there?
It cleans the soul.
Chatland.
Hey Jeremy, what does that have to do with reels?
Because it's a life hack, dude. It doesn't everything
Oh,
you do.
so
Life hack soap crack.
Any
okay.
minor accomplishment and achievement, you have to like show the world, right?
I really hate that
That's
shit.
how you get social media points.
That's how you win the internet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mason wins the internet like every day, man.
Yeah.
then
He always.
I just really dislike that they call it life hacks.
Yeah.
Stop. Fucking stop.
You can turn a doorknob either way. It's a life hack. No, it's just how it fucking
That's
operates.
just how it works. Yeah.
All right, who do we got in studio today?
Oh yeah, we got some people.
Yeah, here's a couple of them.
Hey,
Finally got the man, Buck, with his own laser. The only guy in here with his own noise. I don't even have my own noise.
I don't have a noise. I fucking co-host this shit.
I know, right?
What
You
noise
a
do I have?
Oh, yeah, you do have a noise. Yeah. Shane, Thunder the Snake, good to have you back, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
And of course, Mason.
It's me.
Hey Mason, would you mind turning the volume down on that, please?
It's on?
Yeah.
Son of a-
I hear me.
Wait a minute.
I heard
You
my
hear it
laugh.
now?
Son of a gun.
Can you hear me now?
I don't think it was my phone.
Maybe, no.
Well,
You want to hit that again?
And look, everybody,
Mine's on
here's
Solente.
Rob. No, I heard it too. I just
Okay.
don't know where it
well
was
maybe
coming
it's
from.
me. I mean,
It wasn't me. Okay, it doesn't matter.
bowling for soup. There we
Yeah,
are.
we're not living in the past. Let's just move on.
I'm definitely living in the past.
Like 90s pass or early 2000s?
I'm still 15 years old, man.
Aren't
Can we
we
go?
all?
Can we go skate and then you can drive me to a movie?
Good thing the P.A.C.T show is 12 plus.
Oh, yeah. 12 plus bands.
That's how you bring it.
So it has to
back.
be
It's called
bands
a
that are
12 back
12
in the
plus.
industry.
12
Yeah.
plus
Yeah.
bands. Not
Yeah,
your-
so everybody, all the bands that are played at the PAC Christmas Festival are 12 years of age or older. What in the...
That is you.
I
That is
literally...
him.
All right, well, piss on me. How embarrassing is that?
All right, let's fucking get this out of the way.
Hey, look, first break. Kyle's in the
I mean,
chat.
thank you for watching the show, though. I appreciate that.
I was trying to ramp up our streaming views, but
I appreciate that. That's
Oh
very,
wait, is that a life hack?
that
That's
should...
Stream the podcast
Yeah.
you're on while you're on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, we can get 5 more streams.
So,
See, that's-
so I want to comment real quick.
Cross the streams.
We have now been doing this for 2 years, and I have not thought about that. Watching our own shit while, having my own, having my own shit on my
Well,
phone.
the thought process.
So you're
was
not
like,
pulling a Patrick Bateman?
Hey, off the record
No.
right now, guys. We should check that out.
Well, my thought process is this: it pops up on your feed. It says Doodoo Maroney's watching blah blah blah. Care to join them? I'm like, hell yeah!
Hey,
So
Kyle's in
people
the
saw
chat.
that. Yeah, Kyle's there.
Apparently, Kyle's at home watching the
Oh, Kyle.
watching the podcast, not actually.
But yeah, Shane, there are very few similarities between I and Patrick Bateman.
Same.
Few.
Very few, if any at all. If anything at all, there are very few
You're both
similarities.
American?
That movie.
That might be about the only
There's so many
thing.
great lines in that movie, though. Don't just stare at it, eat it.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
That's actually what we were just referencing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's that?
When you watch yourself.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
And he-
yeah.
podcast.
That.
And he's flexing and hammering down business. That was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah. See, there's
Oh, wait, you're
there's
talking about
none of
American
that.
Psycho?
Yeah.
Yes,
Did you ever see the sequel?
I didn't
I didn't know there was
Yeah,
a
it's
sequel.
horrible, but it's real worth watching.
Just
because
that
I think
Batman?
I think it's Mila Kunis. So you have to watch
Mila
it.
Kunis.
Oh, like
That's the only reason to watch
Wait,
it.
so
It's terrible.
wait, does Mila Kunis play the
Yeah.
the serial killer? No.
Yep.
That
pretty awful.
that might be worth
I highly
watch,
recommend
just seeing
watching
it.
Listen,
Watch it if you expect it to be terrible.
Okay.
Because it's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
But
well, that's the key. Is like a buddy of ours, Alan DeCastro, will trade back horrible movies to watch on Netflix, and like I was like, you have to watch American Psycho. He's like, well, you have to watch this movie, and it's like some movie that you're like, oh man, this had all the potential in the world, and it's just god awful. So, Session 8.
what was the movie that
Did
I
Caruso?
posted the other night about I couldn't sleep? I posted it on my Snapchat. I will get on like Tubi or Freevee.
Yeah.
I have the worst, terrible movie, and I'll put it on instant sleep.
We do documentaries.
See, I have to.
We do a lot of documentaries.
I want a
like
voiceover.
killer hookers
documentaries.
from outer space, or like, put that on instant asleep.
Yep.
It'll be 4 a.m. I'm like, I can't sleep. I can't sleep. Put that on, I'm like, this is god awful. Done.
Speaking of not able to sleep, don't sleep on December 9th,
That's right.
the Pact Christmas Rock and Roll Festival
That's right.
at Legacy on the river at the riverfront. I always get the names mixed up.
Legacy.
I just want to call it Legacy, not the Emerald Legacy, but
It is on a river, though.
it is.
So,
it's on the
yeah,
river.
It is on the
It's
river.
pretty sweet.
Different and fast is on a different syllable.
True story.
Yeah.
So, not totally off the record, but I took my boys to was it Summer Smokehouse? the other
Yeah.
day?
Yeah.
And
The place is so
the,
good.
like, if I could, I wish I would have videoed the amount of barbecue sauce all over my kid's face. And my oldest one is like, I like ribs now. I was like, you like ribs? Let me take you to this place. And he gets it. He's like just fucking covered, and there's just a mound of bones in front of him. And I was like, I've never been more proud of you as a father. And I was like, this would have been the most epic commercial for them. But I've probably eaten there like 4 times in the last 3 months, which would
Is it-
explain my cholesterol. But
Would it be better than Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage?
dude, I don't like people touching my feet, man.
Nope.
No, don't
Pass.
touch my feet. Hard
I
pass.
don't like barbecue either, so there's that.
What the?
Pass
Oh,
both.
you are from like some weird part of the Midwest, right?
He's from Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to Montana this summer.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Why?
Yellowstone and
Fight fires?
huh?
Why, you gonna fight fires or something?
No,
You know, Rip's not actually out there.
he's not a real guy.
No.
Damn it.
I'm going to the National Park Yellowstone, and we'll get my brand on my chest.
There you go.
Not on him. I like Teeter though.
Oh, you gotta love Teeter.
Dude, who doesn't?
Give him my bar.
Teeter's definitely not the gal that you're like, let me marry that. But you'd be like, I would definitely see where that adventure took me.
Probably jail.
But it would be so worth it. Like they killed
And
guy,
a
like, they
meth
buried-
shack.
I mean, it's not a spoiler. for
No.
And a trailer park.
No, there's
No.
no ain't no
So
meth in
basically,
Teeter.
like high school for me. Yeah, no, thank you.
There's no meth involved with Teeter. Plus, can we talk about the fact Lainey Wilson tractor trailer of herself shows up on that show just hanging out?
I know it.
Yeah, I don't know what she sings about, but
What a dump truck.
I enjoy what she's all
Probably
about.
sings about dump trucks.
How funny would it be if she sang Cisco? She had dumps like a truck. Guys, like what? But anyway.
I love Yellowstone.
It's pretty good. I wish Kevin Costner would stop being a Bianca Batuka and work his shit out with
Taylor.
Sheridan.
Sheridan Taylor, yeah.
Yeah, Taylor Sheridan.
Taylor Sheridan, whatever the fuck his name
Dude,
is.
talk about the power of TV. Look how many awesome artists that show has put on that nobody, like, I could count on one hand how many people knew who Ryan Bingham was before Yellowstone.
Yep.
It would be
And
me and
it's
you.
me and you. Like, did any of y'all know Ryan Bingham before?
I'm not gonna know him later.
He probably won't.
Yeah.
But
I like,
him,
like 2 of his songs, but
yeah,
I knew who he was.
He's not the greatest by any means, but then Shane Smith and the Saints coming to Tallahassee, seen them twice. They're on the soundtrack. Lainey Wilson's on the soundtrack. Fucking Zach Bryan's on the soundtrack. And there's all these like up and coming cats that like Taylor Sheridan was like, oh, I'd love to have this in here, or whoever the music director is. Like, that's kind of how cool power of TV is nowadays, is like the ability to put people onto things. That's why it's important to, when you make your reels and shit, you put other people's music in there so other people get exposed to what it is. So
I just put ours.
that's what I do too. But I'm saying, like, I think we did a
Trying
we,
to promote us.
well,
Yeah,
right.
like when Metallica covered that song from Stranger Things.
Yeah, Metallica. Yeah,
Yeah.
like dude, nobody heard of Metallica until
They've never heard of
Stranger
that
Things.
band.
Yeah,
Dude, they've been around for like
Things
40
made that
years.
band.
Yeah.
Like James Hetfield owes everything to some prepubescent boys chasing around
And
the
a couple
underover.
girls.
Yeah, chasing around the monsters of the underover. Like
Fairly certain that
I've only
he's
heard-
chasing over under before.
I know who Megadeth was, but apparently Megadeth
Who?
had Megadeth.
Who?
It's kind of like Diet Metallica.
Yeah.
And apparently they were before Metallica.
Yeah. I was thinking like
Let's see how many metalheads we can pick off.
I was thinking like Sweet and Low Metallica.
Yeah, Randy
Yeah.
Van Halen
They're
was
like-
badass. Randy Van Halen, great guitar player. No,
Oh, I didn't think about that. I thought about this last time we were here and I never said it. Controversial topic. I like Van Hagar better than Van Halen.
Oh,
Do you?
see, I'd
really
fight
do.
you about that.
I'd fight everyone about
So
that.
number one, David Lee Roth named Van Halen.
They wrote better songs with Sammy Hagar.
Did they though?
Sammy Hagar's a better
they?
songwriter. Look at the song structure, the melody,
Look at the record
construction.
sales.
They sold more with actually Hagar.
Well, because he was in the band longer.
No, he wasn't. They
I'm
were roughly about
I'm
the
I'm
same.
I see
Hagar with
I
clear
see your
pencil.
Van
That's all
Hagar,
you have
and I will raise you that I'm not a fan of either David Lee Roth or
I was about to fight you if you told me that
no I
Ronnie
do.
James Dio, Black Sabbath was.
You know, I
better.
thought he was going there.
I thought I was about to
to.
fucking fist fight you.
No,
fucking
I was going to say
I was like, now.
Sammy Hagar. I'm not a fan of either one. Now,
Here's the thing, I'm not a huge like Van Hagar fan, but if I had to pick,
If you
okay,
told me,
if you had to
like
pick,
Deserted Island, you got to pick one or the other. Original Van Halen or Sammy Hagar era, I would pick Sammy Hagar.
meanwhile,
Why
You know-
can't this be
what the fuck
love?
are you talking about?
That's objectively a better song than anything David Lee Roth's ever done.
you know what? I'm going to agree with you on that
What'd
one.
you
Actually,
say?
You heard me.
if
What
I had to
song?
pick one or the other,
Why can't this be love?
That's a fucking cover, dude. That's not even. They didn't even write the fucking
It's
song.
still a better song.
That doesn't count. It's automatically disqualified as a cover.
Now, if you said, "Hey,
Can you
who-
name the original artist? No, because it's Van Hagar.
I can't.
Who
I'm
would you
just
like
going
to-
off of
It's
what he
Van
said.
Hagar. 'Cause they
Oh,
wrote
no,
it.
it's probably Huey Lewis in the news. I mean, like,
Maybe it's Hall & Oates.
oh man, have y'all heard that shit? Daryl Hall filed a fucking restraining order against John Oates.
I think I
Dead
saw
fucking
that.
serious.
I'm taking
Yep.
this worse than my parents getting divorced.
Dude, that's way worse. Like, my mom was divorced so many times. Like, when I find out the two of them are at it, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this place?
It's like Michael divorcing McDonald.
Oh, man. It's like when Michael McDonald and fucking Kenny Loggins finally had it out. Anyway, meanwhile, Buck's like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Here's what really matters.
Welcome to
Hey,
the
hey,
Autism
Who
Hour.
would you be
Welcome
more
to the show.
likely to
How you
hang
been,
out
buddy?
with and drink with? I would say I would rather hang out with Sammy Hagar
Yep,
than David
absolutely.
Lee Roth. David Lee Roth is like that guy that you're like, fuck, man, come on, dude, you can't do that. This is Applebee's.
Yep.
Right? But Van Hagar, or
Sammy Hagar, yeah.
Sammy Van Hagar. That's what it should have been. Sammy Hagar is kind of like, yeah, let's go, let's have some fun, let's drink some Cabo Wabo. And like, he's just a good time
You
dude.
can't even
Accurate.
drive 55.
Yeah, right. I'm like,
You're getting a
apparently David Lee
DUI.
Roth can't drive at all, so there's that.
He's
Yeah,
a
enough DUIs, you don't have a driver's license.
he's a paramedic.
I feel like David Lee Roth's that guy that you're like, oh yeah, sure you did, and you're like, oh shit, he's the paramedic. He was at 9/11 pulling people out of the building, and he did all this shit, and you're just like, holy fuck, man.
You get high on
And he was
mescaline.
yeah, but
Well,
anyway,
when you
Buzz,
commit to
buzz,
getting
bah!
when you commit to getting that fucked up for so long, you gotta be on your fucking. You gotta have your EMT skills. You gotta
It
know how
does.
to.
I mean, you
You know
gotta.
how to, you know how to do
know
some
how to
chest,
bring-
He's
compression.
people back.
Can you imagine how
I'm
much?
currently overdosing. I
Can you
need to do
imagine
something.
how
That's
much?
what Nikki Sixx never learned. Like
That's
he
the
had to
thing.
have someone else kickstart.
Do you imagine how much fucking heroin Nikki Sixx and those fucks and Motley Crue could have done if they had Narcan back then? And be like, well, we just carry around Narcan all the time, and like it literally is the weirdest.
It's probably
thing.
on some kind of like self-administering chest rig.
No, you have to have somebody shove that thing in there. But
No, I'm saying they would build
It's
one.
funny to
Like I
I-
said,
Nikki Sixx is like the Tony Stark of heroin.
pretty,
some diabetic chest rig type
Yeah.
of thing that
Yeah.
just pumps once
It's
it
just like
fucking
it
realizes you're-
monitors them. And it's like, yeah, you need a little Narcan.
As soon as you flatline for a minute and a half.
What's
and
crazy
go
is
ahead
like
and
you
hit
watch.
Then we wouldn't get
I
that
may or
shitty
may not
Motley
have
Crue
seen
song.
Oh yeah.
Which one?
All of them.
Yeah.
all of them. What's wrong with you?
Fuck
man?
Motley Crue.
I was okay in their
Another controversy.
I was okay in their Generation Swine days.
They were trying to be like a grunge band.
And you know what? Because I am a fan of grunge rock, I'm okay with that.
You know the problem.
I'm a fan of like
Shout at the devil.
early grunge.
Okay.
Before it's called grunge.
Dude, the term grunge is just so fucking cringy in the first place. Man.
Exactly.
I fucking
That's
hate
Well,
I
you
think
gotta
like-
think like the Melvins were the ones that originate. Like to me, the Melvins originated.
Melvin's, Mudhoney,
All those bands and like
those
that.
early
that-
Seattle bands, which it was basically just post punk
But
Yeah,
they,
it's
with
like,
more guitar.
they were not marketable
it's loud,
comparatively
it's
to.
loud ass music. It's just not fucking like fucking fast ass punk rock shit.
It's
Yeah.
slowed down punk rock
Yeah.
with more melody.
Fucking grunge, fucking like Seattle and flannel shirts and
They're
I
Seattle
went-
ruined it
you
for
know
us.
what's fucked up? I went
Fucked
to
up
Seattle
coffee for us. They
during
fucked up
that era.
grunge.
did it rain?
A lot.
Weirdly, the 8 days I was there, it didn't rain. Every time I've been to Seattle, it hasn't rained. My mom was just out in Portland, and then she ran down to Seattle for family, and it didn't rain in the whole Pacific Northwest the whole week she was there. So
Sounds
about
like-
when you take Florida to
Bring
Pacific
sunshine.
Northwest, we bring the heat. I don't know why.
Bring the heat.
Dude, the farthest west I've been is Texas, man. Like I've never seen the West Coast.
Nor I.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Been to Portland. Been to Washington State. I've been Eastern Washington, like Spokane, Idaho,
Been to Spokane.
Nevada, Grand Canyon. Yeah, whole Eastern Seaboard all the way up to
Been to
Buffalo.
L.A., Huntington,
That's awesome.
Long Beach.
I've not been to Puerto Rico. That's about it.
I've been
Everything
to
I
else-
haven't been to Puerto Rico. Only countries I've been to is Germany, England.
Ireland, Scotland.
Yeah,
Hey, don't you guys know that guy?
Germany and England.
Yeah, I saw a few people in chat.
Oh, look at that Van Halen rule. That's
right.
our drummer. Good times.
Yeah, but first of all,
Hey, let's get back to the show.
our
I feel
drummer-
like we just went down.
First of all, our drummer loves Rush, so
Did you see that video where it's
Drummers
like,
do that.
they
Rush,
really do.
Drummer,
Two
I think
Rush
it's
player-
drummer school.
Rush fans talking to each other about Rush. The song it goes like digga 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 weedoo digga 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 digga. You're like, yeah, that's that's so and so and so. He's like, I was like, I don't fucking know. I was like, Tom Sawyer. That's about all I know. These I'm sorry you're a mean.
And you were
mean
right.
brain. And that's the only song I know that they have. Weedoo 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 weedoo. But anyway, long story short, here we are. Hey Buck, what do you guys got going on with Trial by Stone and Rebel Sound?
Dude, we're gonna go hang out with you guys, man. And we doing back-to-back sets at
No,
Legacy?
are we?
We
but
are.
it's like sister stage.
No,
though.
no.
Oh, we're going
I
back.
think we're going back to back.
we're before you guys in the
Inside.
inside,
Okay.
which last year we did the December outside set at
Okay.
Legacy and
That was
made
cold.
a point to get inside on this one.
One of the things that
You
was
don't have sleeves, so
I loved about
I don't
and you
own any
usually
shirts
play
that have
shirtless
sleeves on.
or sleeveless. So
you don't have any pants that have legs on them either.
This is my one pant right here.
what I loved with when Godwin sent out the lineup, it was like he had each band staggered 15 or 30 minutes to
It's
where
15.
to where like, wait a minute. That's smart. It's not just like, hey, we're competing for the crowd. It's like you can catch a little bit while this ain't. You can catch some of this band. You can come back inside and catch this band. You can catch this band. I was like, that's brilliant because usually you go to these things you have to like pick. You're like, these are the bands I want to see.
Well, it's a national festival way of doing things, and it's just cool that finally it's happening on a local level.
And I love that
Because you go to Ozfest, you go to Warped Tour, you go to anything with multiple stages. Everything's staggered to where, yeah, you can't catch all of this bands over here because this band over here. But if you have all these bands that you love, you can go, I'm going to catch 20 minutes of this band, and I'm going to walk over there, and this band's going to
Right.
start, and then I'm going to watch most of their set, and then on the third stage, I'm going to walk over there. I mean, we all
And it's
know
so
it, but
close.
but so many times people do stuff like this where it's like a multiple stage show, and they just go, everything starts, this band starts at 8. And
That
this
band starts at 8.
At 8, and then you have people having to choose, and then it becomes
You gotta compete.
exactly.
It also
Yeah.
helps that there aren't 20 fucking bands on the bill.
right.
Yeah.
I think 12 to 15 was like the good number. So like
And
14.
to the point that it won't run stupid late. Because I mean, be honest, like doors are at 5.
Yep.
I was like, most people got about 6 hours in them.
Yep.
They can hang out and do that, and luckily there's like food and stuff there. But like 6 at a venue is pushing it, man. So, but
It was definitely structured well.
I love that he's maintained such a good relationship with the cats at Legacy, to where it's like, let me put this show on, let me do X, Y, and Z, and like they're all cohesively working together. I mean, he's been Godwin's been in the chat. Like he literally reached out to every band individually, and we're all in a group thing where everybody's kind of like addressing what needs to be done and all that stuff. So it's a really cool community, music community vibe that I haven't experienced we've been doing this 20 years. So 2001 was our first
2001. Speaking
show.
of, apparently they're making a community movie.
About us,
No,
like
Nice.
Parks and
the
Rec.
TV show Community.
Oh,
You had me excited for a moment.
Oh, well, I mean, if anyone wants to make a movie about us,
dude, that'd be pretty
we're
awesome. I
fielding
mean, it'd be
offers.
horrible, but
Yeah.
I mean, well, I'd say my mom would watch it. Your mom would watch it.
your mom will watch it. Just
It's just not
not on this
Earth.
earthly plane.
But yeah,
She's probably too busy watching death metal videos.
being honest, yeah. But yeah, the whole setup and all that stuff. I'm really excited about seeing some of these other bands. Like literally, how many shows have we played with you guys?
Not enough.
Well,
Not enough.
but pretty much if you think about it, it's like every Thunder the Snake show that's ever existed, with the exception of 1, 2, has been with Trial by Stone.
I've seen you guys together twice, maybe even 3 times.
Yeah, and it's like, what's funny is like I don't know.
I don't
No,
have a
I guess
problem with
we played the Harley show together.
Yeah, we did.
We
Apparently this
played.
guy, he's looking to bring other people into our relationship.
I know.
Listen,
I know. We got the breakup note.
It's
you know.
2023, guys. Open relationships are what everybody's doing.
It's called ethical non-monogamy.
Right.
We will totally be your bottom bitch, though.
Yeah. As long as you're a power bottom, I'm good.
Well, see, technically,
It's a bottom that's capable of
if we're-
generating.
If we're talking pimps and prostitutes, the bottom bitch is the one in control.
Welcome to Off the Record Music Show.
So anyway,
Never know where it's gonna go.
long story short, I'm really excited to see
Dad's trying to keep us on
get
task,
to-
and I'm
to-
just not here for it.
get to meet these other cats and other bands, because like being a grown ass man, I don't have the opportunity to be like, oh, fucking Dirty Foot is playing at the Bucket of Yuck. I don't get to go see Dirty Foot in the middle of the week. So not that that's a real band, but if anybody wants
It
to,
fucking should be now, man.
now it is Dirty Foot.
You just-
That should be.
I want to.
They got free promo.
And there needs
a bucket.
and the, needs to be a venue called the Bucket of Yuck or the Rusty Musket. I feel like the Rusty Musket should be like a shithole dive bar that just has like, DIY punk shows and stuff.
It's like
It'll
Big
rust.
Daddy.
We had the Fetish on 2 weeks ago, before.
Is that the
Before-
one where the bass player wears the bow tie?
No,
No, that's the
you're talking about Jay's band.
they're from Orlando, aren't they?
Yeah, you're talking about Jay's Silence band. I can't think of.
I don't remember, the dude has
Fuck,
like
Jay, if you're watching, sorry, buddy.
that's
Static X
That's
kind of.
filth.
Yeah.
Filth,
Yeah.
right?
It was the
so,
F word.
Yeah, so not Filth, the Fetish.
Okay.
Young Bucks, and really looking forward to having them, really looking forward to seeing them.
Yep.
Rockadillions, looking forward to seeing them, of course.
Those dudes have been super cool as far as like putting everybody on.
Yeah.
Like, they're pushing, and that's what it's all about. It's like a network of people.
Would have loved to have had the Retrograde on.
Yep.
Couldn't make that happen, but looking forward to seeing them regardless.
We are very excited to see, because we played our first show with them, and it was an absolute fucking disaster. And
For us.
for us, like,
They played great.
they played awesome, and I was just like, what the fuck? We look like a bunch of fucking amateurs. And like, it was at the Bark, and the power is not the greatest. And
I remember that. I
my
was there
bass
for
rig
that.
goes out. The lady running the PA was just kind of like, go fuck yourself. And I was like, oh, cool.
Wow.
She said it from the
She
front of
didn't
the
say it
stage
like
too.
that, but
It
it
was
was more
awesome.
like a
Yeah,
facial
it was
thing.
great.
Oh,
She's
okay.
kind of went, I don't know, you guys deal with it.
Yeah,
Right?
I was just kind of like, all right.
Personally, I thought it was fucking hilarious.
I am
So-
23 beers in. I can't deal with it.
So like,
And I don't know what I'm doing when I'm sober.
You
so I'm just
kept
gonna walk away.
playing too. I could tell when it went out.
and I would.
You just
Another
kept
thing is
on
like, I
going.
wouldn't even
was like
imagine
second
that
song
those
in.
cats are even going to be like, oh, we got to catch these guys. Like, I imagine they're probably going to be knee deep in
Yeah.
lady parts, and the last thing they're going to worry about is seeing if Thunder the Snake can actually play their music.
Next year,
But
they're going to
in
be
my
playing a
head-
child support song.
In my head, I'm like, yeah, we got to make right so these guys see that we're not fucking special needs cats that just showed up and played a show. So,
But you're not?
well, I mean, we all have special needs, but not the kind that like are medically diagnosed.
Here's an interesting question, music related. Any band that is not Trial by Stone, are there any? If you were to cover one local band song,
Current or former?
you know what? Let's go all of the above.
Say it.
Did you prime him for
I did
this?
not.
No, he
So
didn't.
our first show, we did cover a local band.
No, I was thinking of the one that we were going to play
But
for this show.
we
that
were gonna play-
I was outvoted.
So, and we'll say it. So both of us have been friends with Neil all day from Social Burn
Yes.
since forever.
Yes.
We were going to play down at the
Nice.
Christmas
We even
show.
played it at practice, and we nailed it in one practice.
Yeah.
And then I come
It
back
was
to the
so-
next practice. They're like,
Shane-
we don't want to play that song.
But it doesn't really matter what we do. But Shane like showed up with everybody's tabs printed out.
I had the tab
And-
printed out.
And we literally
lyrics.
Reed's one of those guys. Like, if I heard this before, I was like, dude, just play this tempo.
Yep.
Sounded
he's like,
good.
okay.
It sounded good.
And
No,
we literally
no, we-
ripped through it without ever practicing it, and fucking, I think we killed it. Two of us hit all the spots together, and I was like, I mean, that was pretty easy. We should probably do that. And then, but in the same regard, I was like, everybody else kind of was like, this isn't what we do. This isn't blah blah blah. I was like,
It's
I
not
get
about
it.
what we do. It was like, just play another local band's
Yeah.
fucking song that came before. It was like,
I get where everybody was at, but anyway, he would pick Social Burn down.
everybody in the chat should say that we should cover Down at the show.
Yeah, we have enough time to pull it off.
Yeah, because we've already fucking played it.
So, where are you at in the chat,
And no offense,
motherfathers?
Neil, but it's kind of a simple song to fucking cover.
Yeah, I
it's-
should get to a few of these.
Actually, wait. Buck, I want you to answer this question too.
Oh yeah.
Any local band that you would cover, past or present, that is not Thunder the Snake.
Pastor presence.
No, I see what you did there. I love
We used to
presents.
practice in presence. as
God
well.
damn, I miss those guys. Fucking G Slim.
So, the way anytime I look at covers, the way I approach it is like do a cover like your style of
Yeah.
a song that's completely different.
Sure, however you wanna do
your
it.
Style. So,
He gets it.
some of my favorite
Yeah, but
musicians in town, they do bluegrass.
Sure.
So like Danny Goddard and his sister Kelly, or Danny Goddard and Brian
Brian
Durham and Brian's sister Kelly,
The old 76ers.
the new 76ers.
New 76ers.
They do some
The
really
old
cool
69ers.
tunes, and I think it'd be cool to rub a little reggae on some of those like Appalachian kind of like folky tunes the way they do.
That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate both the answers. First of all, Social Burn, that's not exactly, fucking Thunder the Snake material. If you gave me...
I thought we.
I never would have fucking guessed you guys saying
Right.
fucking
Well, so,
Social
like,
Burn.
again, dude. So when Neil so Shane and I can tell you, first time we saw Social Burn, I was working at a YMCA camp, and I picked up. It was before camp started, and I picked up an international student
Yep.
or an international camper or counselor from Australia. And I was like, hey, I'm going to pick you up from the airport. We're going to go to a concert tonight. Is that cool? He's like, hell yeah.
believe
And we
he said,
go.
"G'day, mate."
And he said, oh, fuck yeah, it'd be your fucking all right. Yeah? No, I'm sorry. Hold on. Australian. You got to talk like Bluey. Anyway. And his name's Lachlan McCraw.
That's not
I still
nice.
keep up with that dude. But we go to the old cow house on St. Francis.
Yes.
And the opening band is Social Burn. and they opened for a band called the Briz. Remember the Briz?
Yep.
The Briz was like a mid-national out of Orlando, but and I just remember watching Neil, and this is back when Neil had like the spiked hair and the fucking big like late '90s fucking ball gag necklace, whatever those little steel things around
the
him,
ball bearing,
and then Dusty and Chris, and I always forget the drummer's name, but
fuck, they're drummers. Who cares what their
but
names are?
they're animals.
Brandon.
It's like Brandon,
I
right?
barely
Yes.
remember
But,
our
like,
drummer's name.
Those dudes were
Sorry.
so fucking appreciative.
He's right there. He's in the
So appreciative
I said it.
of people there to see the show, and like there was probably like 50 to 100 people there. It wasn't a ton.
I didn't remember until I
but
saw
like
it,
they were
yeah.
thankful, and like that impressed on me. And then like turns out, like we end up when they get signed, the first tour bus line they end up on is a dude that we grew up with, owns the tour bus line. We
Was that Derek?
Derek. So we go to Floyd's for a show, and we just call up Derek and be like, hey, we're at the Social Burn show. He's like, come on out, I'll show you the bus. And Shane and I end up on the bus with Neil and Chris and Dusty for like 3 hours and just talk, like not like pass, none of that
Right.
crazy, not
Didn't
even
have to blow 'em to
drinking,
get on the bus.
nothing. And like they were just the most
Unfortunately.
down to earth, straight up dudes, and like just were appreciative that people were there, and the fact we had somebody in common, and like we had a good time, and it sparked a friendship. And oddly enough, I ended up marrying a girl. Her cousin is Neil's best friend. So the funniest shit ever is like I still keep up with Neil through my wife's cousin all the time, and yeah. So the main idea is like those cats did everything they
Yet
didn't.
he still doesn't want to cover his own family's song.
They didn't do that. My biggest thing is it wasn't like, okay, Buck's out of the band, we're gonna get Rob. Okay, Rob needs to go do. Okay, you're in. The four of them did it together, and when they stopped fucking doing it together, they stopped doing it.
Brandon did leave the band,
Right.
And I want to say a guy named Cyrus. I think.
Like Lincoln Osiris, but that was after they had already. Like I
Oh,
remember,
that was after they made it. Yeah.
I remember listening to or watching a show on. No, I remember playing the fucking NASCAR EA Sports game.
I was actually at Daytona International Speedway,
when-
and they were playing their video.
And how cool is
we're
that?
At
Like-
we're at the qualifiers, and I'm like, that we know those guys.
See,
it was me and a buddy. At
I went to high school.
Drinkwater.
I went to high school with them.
Right.
And I would like to have been in that position.
Right.
And they're on the big giant jumbotron in the infield, and they're fucking blasting Social. And we're like,
But that's the
this
thing.
is
It's
fucking
like
weird. Like, it's cool as fuck, but it's weird.
Yeah.
you know those cats were like one hit wonder, and they did their thing. But at
Yeah,
the end of the
two
day, it was
hits.
like 2 hit. Yeah, Happy was a pretty
Two
good
and a
song.
half.
I really enjoyed their full set.
I
though.
loved it, dude. Their songs were simple and catchy, and I really think
Play that first album. And
Was it Carswell or was it was
Kurzweg.
John Kurzweg?
Yep.
Kurzweg's a fucking wizard, man. If
Absolutely.
you ever find a fucking album of John Kurzweg and the Knights, which was his band from the 80s, that band should have been fucking signed. You don't know who John Kurzweg is?
I have no idea like who you've been talking about for the last 10 minutes.
Oh, well, you're not born and inbred, so in the Panhandle.
Oh, I was born in inbred Polk County.
Right.
Well, I wasn't born there, but
I
I
was
grew
born
up
in Polk County.
Look at
Were
that.
you?
You guys are probably
Winter Haven,
related.
man.
Winter Haven.
Literally.
No shit, really?
Dead serious.
19th Street.
I don't know. I was just born there. I came to civilization.
Doesn't exist anymore.
I came
It's
to
just a trailer
Tallahassee.
in a parking lot. But
Meth capital of the world, Polk County, right there, man.
Man, normally we can smell each other.
You know,
We totally haven't even ever tried to
Seriously.
fight each other
Seriously,
either, which is
that's
a weird Polk
in a
County
bar.
thing.
I was
you know?
bartending in a bar, and this kid came up and he's just like,
as
he was a
opposed to
young kid.
bartending at a funeral.
he's
but yeah.
a young kid. He's like, "You from Polk County?" I said, "What? Nobody's ever asked me that."
I forget it.
And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "We can smell our own." And he pulled his license out. He was from Winter Haven. He was a freshman or sophomore at Florida State. And I was like, "Holy fuck!" And I talked to a buddy of mine who's from Polk County, who lives up here now. And he's like, "Yeah, we can normally smell each other." Like he's like, "I knew you were from Polk County before I met you." Or like when I met you, he's like, "I could just tell."
What a
crime
wild
and
special. You know, whoever thinks
it's
like, I want to be a superhero. What's your
No,
power?
just
I want to be able to
my
smell
power
other
is-
people
Is-
from Polk
is-
County.
is that a thing for-
Brady Judd?
for-
Whatever the fuck his name is.
What is it? Brevard?
Oh,
Brevard. That's what I
fuck
said.
no.
I haven't been back to Polk County in like at
Ever.
least 15 years.
Dude. Yeah, no, turned 18, graduated high school, and got the fuck out of there. Never went back.
Probably a
I don't
good
have
idea.
any family there anymore, so.
I don't either because they're all dead.
Dude, do you remember fucking the sheriff Dan Daniels?
You fucked a sheriff named Dan Dan.
He did our so our
I know
sheriff
nothing
our,
about
our
Polk
sheriff
County.
had his own white power publication.
Damn.
Like like the FSView,
That
it has like
sounds
the
pretty
the
Polk
little,
County.
little like
That does
plastic
sound
Polk as
bins.
fuck.
That
You can
sounds
pick
pretty
up the
Polk County.
FSView like for free.
Yeah.
It was like that, but they were yellow, like those little plastic things. And
That's
his
Polk as
fucking
fuck,
white
man.
power fucking publication.
Fuck that.
Our
That
fucking
sounds-
sheriff from Polk County. Yeah.
I grew up on Southside Tallahassee, and there used to be a.
I too grew up on the south side of Tallahassee.
Do you remember the Farrakhan Malcolm X guys that used to show up at
Oh
the
yeah,
gas station?
well, the Nation of Islam. They would
The
stand
Nation
on the
Islam,
corners.
and I would buy the newspaper. My mom was like, Mama, give me a quarter. She's like, for what? I was like, I want to buy that man's newspaper. And she's like, okay. And like, I'm sitting here like 6, 7, 8 years old buying the Nation of Islam fucking newspaper in Southside Tallahassee, and like,
Oh wait, I want to be clear. I wasn't buying that.
so
Like,
like,
but look, I'm not.
We would piss in those things, dude.
Right,
We'd be
but-
skating and just piss in those things. Yeah.
weird story. Just the fact that like both parties had a newspaper of sorts, but like it's crazy to think that like that wasn't
The paper of
but
record.
30 plus years ago, maybe even less.
Right?
And the fact that somebody like willingly and freely like put that shit out there, and it was like that's just wild, man. Craziness.
Polk County.
Excuse me.
Nice.
We used to have
I get that about an 8.
classifieds here.
Yeah.
I once bought a 71 Chevelle out of it. I never saw like a White Power or a Nation of Islam
What about Thrifty
newspaper. I'm
Nickel?
sorry.
What about Thrifty
yeah.
Nickel?
Oh, like the
I
auto
think-
trader.
there you
yeah,
It was-
Thrifty Nickel. Yeah.
Like I bought a Chevelle out of a classified.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just.
The free one that they
Maybe I'm
used to
not
have.
looking. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough. I've never
I
seen
guess.
any of that
Yeah,
shit.
me neither.
I don't know. I'm also not from Polk County.
Yeah. Or Montana.
Yeah.
Montana.
I wasn't born there, but yeah.
Montana? Like have you
Almost-
had
I said Joe Montana.
Almost
Have
a
you had a
quarter of this
Montucky?
room is from Polk County, apparently.
Yeah.
So we
Have you had-
almost have you guys outnumbered.
I think it's a beard thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have you
don't
had-
look at me. Don't look at me.
Oh, look at me.
How do you know you're not from Polk County, though?
Bluntstown?
Have you ever been tested?
Limerick,
DNA?
Jackson?
Yeah,
Maybe you're
but the-
21%.
Bloodstown.
There's actually a marker that
21%
shows up in your
Polk
blood
County.
test.
All right.
If you do a 23andMe, instead of it saying you're like
2%
this much
South
white,
African,
and this
it's
much black,
2%
and this much
Polk
European
County.
or Spanish or whatever,
I guess it's close enough. My birth certificate says Kentucky.
Okay.
that's almost Polk County.
Yep.
It's like a state
So
word.
there's a
It's
beer
like a cousin.
between Kentucky and Montana called
One more
Montucky
distance.
Cold Snack. It's fucking great. It's good beer. Hopefully they end up down here.
Montucky.
Montucky. They're awesome. Like it's like $9 a suitcase, and it's got like
$9
Perfect.
suitcase?
it's
You had me at
speaking
you had
of
me at
which-
Montucky.
Did y'all see the fucking Outlaw beer shit we did? The video we did. There's a company called Outlaw Beer.
They actually responded.
They actually responded, but
One
here's
of
what's
very few companies will respond when we tag them.
what's crazy as shit about that
I just
beer.
watched the Stroh's one. That was good.
Dude, that stuff's actually really good. But what's
Stroh's, yeah, fuck yeah.
surprising about
Stroh's is a beer.
the
It's like
Beer
a
flavored beer.
It's a beer. That's what I said.
surprising about
They
Outlaw
won't let me talk in the video.
is it
but
you don't talk,
You never
bitch.
talking to me.
It
They
drinks
won't
like
let
a
me. They tell
microbrew.
me to
It
shut
tastes
the
like
fuck
a
up.
like a light IPA. No, because you sit there with
You know what
sunglasses.
half the videos?
All right.
half the
I'm
videos-
gonna do my impression of Shane.
Half the videos I'm right off.
I'm gonna do
right
my
off screen,
impression.
and I thought I was in the video, and they just cut me out of it.
I'm gonna do my impression of you of every video.
That's just my face.
But it works out great.
Yeah,
So,
I like it though.
And then I do this, and I go,
Yeah,
"There's beer, cool."
cool.
although
I'm
some
gonna have
beer
to
they
ask you
bring
to
in
do
is-
more of the bourbon.
Oh,
videos.
yeah.
I haven't seen one in a while.
I have one in the pile. Polk
Well,
County.
kind of where Grand Wizard of KK is from.
Not technically.
I will come to your house.
So, well, I guess the
I
founder.
feel like
Are they Reed?
are they read?
Are they?
Are they though?
Do they actually have full civil rights?
I don't know.
Or not?
I don't even know that people are people.
People are people.
Much less.
But
peoples
birds are not
peoples.
real though.
Oh, we should tell
Why can't you see?
still a story of Mark with 3 Ks. Speaking
Speaking of people,
that are from Polk County.
Peoples that are peoples.
But yeah, the bourbon videos.
Yeah, so my buddy came into town. He had one, and we did one, and like it was so I have to sit down and edit it because like we ended up just bullshitting the whole time, and I was like, I need to cut this down. And I don't like. He bought me.
Just release it unedited. I mean, if you guys.
Well, no, it's
not a
longer
big
than.
deal.
Listen, if you want to see that, you got to go to my OnlyFans. But it was longer to a minute and a half. So, but he brought me a bottle of Angel's Envy. I was like, well, that's more expensive.
How was it?
It's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like married to it, but
You've had Angel. Didn't you have Angels Envy at Bulls? Because Steve. Bought
no, we didn't have it back then. Like I could.
Well, they had it back before I left.
Right. But
That's
you got to
right.
remember,
all right.
You were
I left
from
2011.
for a long time. Yeah.
So did he?
I worked here for 10 years, man.
I worked at 15.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Is there any fun questions?
Did you guys know Denny before that?
Dude, I went to
Wait,
high
you went to
school.
high school. with him.
We've known
Here's what's even better.
We've known Denny.
Denny
since-
was the original member of
since he was-
27
I know that. Yeah, that's right.
And
Yeah, Denny was a founding member.
Denny and I were weightlifting partners in high school.
We knew Denny when he was like
in
actually
like
Hobbit
6th
size.
grade.
He
I-
hasn't
I see
grown
where this is going.
much
Yeah.
more than that.
He hasn't.
you know?
And here's the funniest part: Denny's mom and my aunt worked together at Publix, and they knew each other. So my mom knew Denny's mom, to the point that it was like, "Hey, we're gonna stay. Can I spend the night at this person's house?" And she's like, "So and so, Garver." I was like, "Uh huh." She's like, "Yes, let me call Carol." I was like, I did like this, like my mom had a fucking
Yeah,
cell
really,
phone
cell
back
phone.
then.
She's like,
Anyway, she calls and
The 20-foot
she's like,
long,
but it was
like,
it was
wraparound cord you
crazy
could,
like
walk
that.
outside with.
So,
better
but
not be
that's
lying and meet
being
Christopher.
born and inbred in Tallahassee. So, like our moms grew up together.
They went to high school together. Our moms went to high school.
His mom got drunk at my grandparents' house and got all my family in trouble for
Sounds like her.
she got my granddad's liquor cabinet and got lit up from the shit up.
I was wondering where I get it from.
Yeah.
Anything we're doing is we're doing right.
So what you're saying is that you come by it naturally.
It's honest.
Polk
you
County,
know?
man.
It's Polk County.
Yeah, right.
Actually,
You
that's
can take,
nothing-
you
no.
can take the polk out of the county,
Hey,
but you can't take
Polk County has nothing to do with my mom. That was dad's side.
Something like that.
What? You, what?
Somehow he was born and raised in Alabama and went to Polk County to make it worse. Ugh.
So you guys mentioned questions.
Yeah, should we start the show?
I have a
Yeah.
Let's start the show.
Oh,
Yes,
wait,
please.
like,
No.
Can I
just
go
5
pee?
of us just hanging out.
Yeah, man.
Should we play? Yeah, should we play some
Yeah.
Thunder Snacks?
Yes.
Under the
I
snacks.
love Thunder the
Thunder
Snacks.
And then
Mostly because I get snacks.
yeah, then we'll start the show.
Yeah, let's do that.
Thunder snacks.
Yeah.
We're only about an hour in.
We got
I got like 3 more to go.
Yeah.
We got a stripper fight and Welcome to Florida.
I request stripper
Yes.
fight.
You request stripper fight?
Yeah, I
All
love
right.
that song.
2
When we
minutes
come
and
back, remind me
35
to tell you a
seconds.
story about that.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2.
Nothing better than a stripper fight.
Dude, how much fun is it recording with you,
It's fun. We're gonna.
We're back. That's the overhead cam. It's on black. Let me go ahead and fucking. There we go. We'll do TV.
dude? It's
We're still missing the guy.
it's like a pastel black.
Still missing the guy. There you go.
We're gonna.
Hide behind Rob.
I was like, I'm gonna wait until Shane gets here, but he's in there fucking pinching a log, I reckon. So there's that.
That's why I was late. I was, I thought you guys would appreciate that I'd immediately show up and then have to fucking blow up the bathroom. It's right
Yeah,
there.
no.
Speaking
I
of blow it
appreciate
up,
that you
no.
did not.
What a great band. Wish they would come.
That was fun. I got a funny story about that one. Back
About
in the day.
pooping or the band?
The band.
The band poop. Okay.
That was fun.
the
Yeah,
band.
they had a big, and down below there was a blow it up thing where they drew on a chalkboard, blow it up. And I erased it and put blow a dude. And turned around and Shannon was standing there staring at me like, what the fuck you doing? And I was like, I thought it was funny, man. I don't know what I'm doing.
Take my
I
seat
thought that
back.
shit
Go
was
for
funny
it.
as hell.
Yeah, I thought it
What
was
did I
funny.
just walk into?
Me fucking with other bands.
Well,
Just talking about blowing dudes.
Buck,
No big deal.
Like that time when I went to the
mentioned
show
he
and
didn't wanna
unplugged
show
his
up
rig.
and then blow up the turlet. And then I said,
That's fair.
speaking of blow it up, man, those guys should come back. And then we launched into a story about blow a dude
Yeah.
at a glory hole.
So, inquiring minds
You
want
did-
to know: are you going to dance during Trial by Stone set?
He can't help it.
I can't. Well, yeah, I could totally do that. Yeah, if they will have me, so I would love.
You're our best backup dancer.
I would love to be.
Well, second best,
provocative.
but,
The only thing I worry about is like, do they have enough wet floor signs? Because you know what happens when I start dancing a
We're
trial
gonna,
by stone.
Godwin, we need some wet floor signs.
Yeah,
Andrew, Shane, wet floor
yeah.
signs.
Make sure you have enough wet floor signs because
It would be cool if both you and Jade's son Mason.
oh yeah,
Got
we
it.
have dueling masons.
Yeah,
The Mason Square.
yeah.
Ooh,
Or
what
wait,
if?
is that square?
And we
Oh,
need a
it's
dude
two.
named Dixon,
It's
and then
square, but
we have one mason on
They're
one
not
end,
really
one, and then a Dixon. And we have the Mason Dixon line,
You dance in the line.
dude. And it's line
You got
dancing,
line dance?
interpretive line dancing. That's like the next big thing.
Jade,
I insist
Jade, you gotta make that happen.
happens. I insist that happens.
I don't know. The only guy I know named Dixon moved back to Indiana.
Indiana.
So I don't know if he's up for dancing, but
He does have a bad leg.
yeah,
That skydiving accident.
You can just roll around.
yeah, true story. Anyway,
You ever been to a trial by
Like
stone show?
breakdancing.
We have low
Break
standards.
dancing.
You know?
Yeah. No, he
Get a
broke
big
it.
piece of painted up cardboard, some plastic pants.
Put the cardboard down, man.
Yeah, dude.
Get some British Knights.
man, why haven't they come back yet?
They will.
Oh, the beat.
Give-
They'll probably be at
Man,
like
man.
Bell's Outlet or whatever, where you like walk in, you're like,
Bell's
oh
Outlet,
shit,
yeah.
there's some coals.
Yeah.
They got
Might
another
get some
5 years. They're
dope-ass-
still at bell bottoms right now. So
And you're like British
Bell
Knights,
bottoms
and you're
long
like,
jeans.
wait a minute, these are like
we're just getting into the
broke-ass Air
mid
Force Ones.
Like we're almost at
Yeah.
the mid 90s. Like it'll come back.
yeah. Give it time.
I just saw like Reebok pumps are back.
What?
I had those in high
yeah,
school.
but then they're
I
still on
couldn't,
Reebok at Walmart.
I couldn't afford Nikes. And when I
Nope.
say me, I mean my mom.
Oh, dude, all my shoes were like Payless. Like
Right.
my buddy though, I had a pair of Reebok pumps. They were the tennis ones. They had like the tennis ball.
Oh yeah,
And it was like a green fuzzy like tennis ball thing.
Yeah,
That
they
my,
made-
my buddy like who like had nice things was like, I don't want these anymore. You can have them. I was like, I got pumps. But the pumps were
Broken.
were broken.
Didn't
but, like
matter.
didn't fucking
still
matter.
look good to you.
Before
Still
that, I was
look-
wearing McGregor's. Remember that?
Oh, yeah,
Like,
Kmart,
the old
man.
fucking Kmart Payless.
That's the motherfuckers don't know the
McGregor's.
struggle, man. Like you have the McGregors and the Franklins, and
What were the what
The
were
imitation
shorts?
Chucks. Yeah.
oh yeah, the foots.
I actually had real Chucks.
So
They were only like $10.
Well, now like
Back
you
then,
now,
like, yeah.
Back
Do,
then, yeah.
do you know how much a pair of Chucks are now?
like
60 bucks.
50, 60 bucks.
$80. You know why? How I know that? I just bought my kid a pair for Christmas.
Oh, you missed Black Friday. That's
She-
50% off.
She doesn't.
But they
wa-
still shouldn't be
she
that
doesn't
much.
watch
They're
this,
fucking
so
canvas
she's
shoes.
Not gonna know.
Yeah, there's not much to them.
No.
Not a lot. Not a lot. Not a lot
Literally
of
just a
material.
pair of
bro.
Chuck Taylors, and they were
And who is Charles Taylor? You know,
Never
He was
met him.
actually an all-star.
why don't they change it to Charles Bailey or not Bailey? Charles Barkley. Some Chuck Barkleys. Chuck
Because
Barkley.
he was a Reebok.
Man, that's a bad idea. I don't know about them shoes.
It's
Put them
terrible.
damn terrible
terrible.
shoes. I wouldn't
Terrible.
wear them shoes.
Dude, I love me some Charles Barkley back in the day, man.
Oh,
Phoenix Suns
dude.
power forward, dude.
At
The
six-
only like name brand Nikes I had were the
Barclays?
Barclays, like the flights, but they were the Barclays.
6'4",
And-
playing power forward in
Dude,
the
like
NBA.
they cost
With a
me
round
like
mound of rebound.
I saved up and they cost me
$64.98.
like probably like $120 when I was like 14 or something like that. And then like because I was 14, my feet were still growing and like I grew out of them. It was like, God damn it!
Weird story about it. I had the Karl Malone fucking catapults. They're by LA Gear.
Karl Malone,
Yeah,
yeah,
Karl
dude.
Malone know about
Catapult
basketball.
you into an under 8? Oh,
No, so fuck you, Carl.
Allegedly.
But like,
Trying to cover
I
myself
used
here.
to play basketball all the time, even though I'm not built like a basketball player.
You're built like a basketball.
Yeah, not a player.
I
But
resemble that remark.
so I tore up my shoes and sent them back to LA Gear, and it was right when the fuck this is how old I am.
LA Gear, oh, like some windbreaker shit.
LA Gear made the shoes, the catapults,
Oh, that's.
and I sent them back to LA, which was literally in LA,
Was that Los Angeles?
Los Angeles,
Or
not
Lower
Louisiana,
Alabama?
Louisiana.
No, Lower Alabama.
Right.
Louisiana.
Right when the Rodney King riots kicked off, I didn't see my shoes for fucking 16 months. And they come back and like they send the shoes like
They were
you're-
worse than when you
you're-
sent them
No,
in.
no, you're a teenage
They're
boy.
not even.
There's a
Oh, yeah.
16 months, your shoes don't fit, and I'm like, the fuck, I'm not wearing them. So like, I jammed my fucking foot in there. Like today, still my feet are.
Wait,
fucked
was
up
it
from-
was it like this or was it more like the?
you know, kind of like a shoe. It was more like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
One
You
of
gotta
the-
get- you gotta get
You
your-
seen that?
You trimmed your toenails
Like
first,
that one
though.
you see that in like a Prince toy
Yeah,
box.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
yeah.
That's what. Yeah, it's like that. Anyway, long story short.
Very short.
Hey Buck, what do you guys got coming up in 2024 for Trial by Stone?
Not a goddamn thing.
What about your? I see you got a new project going. Tell us about
Yeah,
that.
what's that?
So
What's going
yeah,
on?
man, I'm actually pretty stoked about this. So like always, like growing up, like people called me Bonsai, like Buckaroo Bonsai, like Bonsai. So like my I got this little solo dubby hip hop project going on. I'm just going by Buck Bonsai, and I'm actually really stoked to talk about this today. Was I picked up a microcord today, and because I'm doing like the loop station,
Like I need this.
but like if you're playing guitar, trying to like you're looping guitar lines like pretending they're bass lines. It's not bass, but I picked up like
You
a
can
micro.
pretend to be a bass player.
You can pretend to.
It's not that hard.
I mean, like you can fucking. There's like pedals you can get. Me and Jeremy were talking about this, like talking about like octave pedals to like make it like your guitar seem like a bass. But I just said fuck it. I picked up a microcord, and you can make it like the bass just be like thuddy, doot 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 doot, or like you can go full analog synth, just like
What
like,
is a
I can't-
microcord?
So it's a
Chord,
it's,
piano, keyboard.
yeah, it's a small synthesizer.
Okay.
So it's like a MIDI controller.
KO.
There is
You get the
MIDI
one with the
on it,
microphone,
Yeah, with the
where you can do the
vocoder.
modulation.
And it's got the vocoder microphone. So like you've heard the like the Beastie Boys song like Intergalactic.
Yeah.
When you hear like
Oh yeah,
like-
Don't ever do that shit.
Yeah.
that's through like a vocoder.
no shit.
Yeah. And so like this
They're
thing has got a
awesome.
ton of cool shit you can do.
I've always thought that was just a vocal effect.
Yeah, it's like well, I mean it is.
It is, but
They
yeah.
did it
Yeah.
like live.
Okay,
None of
damn.
that.
DJ Magic Mike.
So it's like the way I'm trying to like use like my drum beats is kind of like RZA drum beats,
Well,
not overcomplicated, really fucking echoey like 808 like type stuff. And then now that I got this this microcord and like what I've just been like wanting to fuck with is like think bass and synth like Dr. Dre's The Chronic, shit like that. Like so RZA beats, Dr. Dre fucking bass and synth, but then dubby like Mad Professor, Lee Scratch Perry kind of like
Dr.
style too.
Octagon.
Yeah,
For all the real
fucking
white
good.
people out there, the RZA is a member and the producing member of the Wu-Tang Clan. And an 808 was a very common drum machine that was used throughout early 80s or late 80s and early 90s hip hop. Very common samples.
I just need you to narrate my, you know,
He literally
narrate.
He was just talking
The
to
narration.
Kyle and Reed. That's the only two people he was talking to. He's like, those guys aren't going to know what the fuck they're talking.
Well, that sounds awesome, man.
So I'm stoked on that. What's like? You guys just fucking finished your album though, man.
I wish. So we did the 3 songs in March with Lee up at Earth Sound, and
Lee's so good, man. Dude,
It's
just
so much
recording
fun
with
to,
him is
like-
so awesome.
I'm pretty sure that either Shane or I have a arrest warrant in Lowndes County after the steakhouse incident. And so what was cool
I didn't
is
give him my real name.
I'm the dummy that was like, yeah, it's me. They're like, shit.
There's 2 Masons.
One of the cool things that came about it was playing
It was
around.
the other one. It was the 9-year-old.
We put our stuff out on we're on Spotify. We got 3 songs on Spotify, iTunes, pretty much every streaming service you can think of.
Backpage.
Even shit I've never
Yeah, right.
even heard of. If you haven't tried, anybody out there trying to get their music out there, DistroKid, pretty badass. Number one, they offer a mastering service. If you don't pay for the mastering, dorking out right now, but anytime you compress something for the digital market, it changes your mastery, but
Dude,
they set it up.
Lee will master your shit.
Yeah, we had Lee
Lee
is like the most budget friendly. The thing is, but
he mastered it for digital. Like we got 2 different.
we got one
masters.
for an album master.
Like
and
if we
have,
want to do a vinyl
and he even
album,
did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CD album, and digital, he gave us different copies. We had, but DistroKid actually, we didn't know this when we were recording with Lee. DistroKid will do an actual digital master for you.
For
So
free.
if you didn't do a master,
And it puts you on streaming services you've never heard of. But so long story short,
like Backpage,
Craigslist,
That's where I get all my
Craigslist music.
Yeah, there's like
Music.
8 that like I recognize, and there's like 20 other things. It's like
There's this shit like
Okay,
all I-
cool.
like
we wrote a song about
Spotify.
stripper fight.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we be on Backpage?
So music comes out. Then our buddy Maurice Mangum hits us up. He's like, "Hey, I got a guy that wants to talk to you about recording in the future." And we're like, "Okay." I mean, we kind of got a good thing. We've been dealing with Lee for a handful of years, this and that. And the dude Kyle Ollygood from Gasoline
Yes.
oh, nice.
hit us up, and he's like, "Hey, I would love to record you guys. I got some ideas and this and that. Is there anything you guys have on the books?" And like, we didn't really have anything, and like rate wise, it's a lot more expensive. But then when you factor in all of us having to drive to Valdosta and book rooms and all that stuff, and you're like,
Stay,
it
like-
breaks about even.
It costs
You know,
us almost as
Like
much.
hit Walmart, fucking have like 3 meals a day for
Right,
5
and then
guys and
get-
shit like that.
yeah,
you know?
and then
Steakhouse
bail
that we went
and
to.
bail money, and then
Yeah,
the
right.
getting kicked out of the pool.
And then you got to make it rain at least one night.
Right.
You know?
So
You're in Valdosta, make it rain.
Shane's idea was like, hey,
why-
At the Waffle House.
That's why we got kicked out of the steakhouse.
Shane's idea was like, well, let's put something on the books and fuck it, and like just do it. And so we booked one day, and the goal is like we're going to go in, we're going to record one of our older songs. It's got a real epic big chorus. It's called "Axe to Grind," and it's about basically a breakup and between a guy and a gal, and yeah, you basically it's a murder ballad of sorts, and you go make the
Allegedly.
and yeah, the body goes.
You can't prove that in court,
Talks
man.
about the
Exactly.
body disappearing.
No
so,
body, no murder.
But so Kyle was like super pumped and on board, and like Lee is one of those cats.
Kyle, where you at now, motherfucker?
No, Kyle Ollygood.
Oh, yeah.
So Lee's one of those cats that's
that
like,
up.
hey, dude, I want to do
Not
this,
our Kyle.
Yeah.
and I want it to sound like this, and I want this
Jerk.
to happen. He's like, yep, I can do that. But Kyle hit us up. He's like, I have these ideas, and I want to try to do this. And like, there's a different level of So he likes doing all big band live stuff. If you listen to David Starling stuff,
Yes.
David Starling stuff
Those guys
came
are
out
good, man. Those
fucking
guys are really
great.
good.
Yes.
And Kyle did all that,
Oh,
and
good.
but he does everybody in one big room, old school Motown style.
That's
Which
an Indian Head? Is that
I don't know
Gas
where
and
it's
Hell?
at, to be honest with you.
It's Tallahassee, though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
it's local.
Yeah.
But he does everything in their old school Motown style, like James Jamerson and Sly and the Family Stone, where it's like everybody's in there. You kind of have like your ISO booth, and then he pulls out all the bleed and stuff. And just listening to his ideas, I was like, the worst case scenario is we get a really cool track of one song, but we're gonna go
yeah,
in
dude.
with the idea of we're gonna definitely record the song "Axe to Grind," and then we're going in.
January?
Yeah, January. So at the show December 9th, we're trying to offload all of our merch that we have left. We probably have 10 or 15 hats left, maybe 3 or 4 shirts, hopefully a couple more shirts, some stickers and buttons, and try to get money to get these tunes out there and see where it goes. So yeah, the goal is to hit 24 with hit the track running. One thing we've come into a problem with, and this is another big benefit to the show, is booking like out of town. Like I've hit everybody from Jacksonville to Pensacola, all the way down to Ocala, up to Valdosta, and
Actually, and Atlanta.
and I can't get anybody to be like, yeah, come on up.
They won't even email you back.
Right.
When you email their official venue,
This is the booking whatever.
email,
Yeah.
like booking at this club,
It's
Nothing.
wild.
and you
So
go here. This is us. This is the style we play.
Here's all of our
Here are
socials.
links to our music, so you can get a taste of what we sound like. Do you have anything that can we?
the
No.
closest thing I had was
We do not get.
the Cats.
And we've heard this from other bands. Nobody wants to email you back. Like venue owners are falling down. Like
The Cats in Gainesville were basically like, can you guarantee 40 people show up? I was like, I don't know if you read the email or not. We're not
we've
from
never
Gainesville.
played in
I was like,
Gainesville. No,
What?
we can't.
Well,
we can't guarantee 40 people to show
dude,
up.
and this is what we do, and
Yeah.
yeah, we can. Fuck yeah. Put us right before the headliner.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So what was funny is like my secrets with 27 South is number 1, we had a real manager, Rob. But number 2, whenever it was like somebody had to call us to book, I would be like, hello, this is Nigel. And they're like, I'm trying to book
Fucking
27 South. And they're like, oh, yeah, I'm head of booking from 27 South. What can I do for you? And the whole time they're like, oh, shit, yeah, I spoke with Nigel, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I want to fax you over a rider, okay? And these guys have come through, this and that, and these are the only things they're asking for. And like, they
cases
should have
of
known
beer.
that the fucking rider was like,
KY.
one large
Bucks.
pizza, these toppings, this much beer, and the cash was like $50.
Make it like $48.
No, dude, like people were like, oh
No
yeah, and they
brown
would fucking
M&Ms.
sign the writer and fax that shit back. And then we'd show up and be like, yeah, Nigel called you guys. And they're like, oh, yeah, great dude, blah, 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 blah. Little did they know it's the fucking bass player the whole time. And I'm Nigel. And they're like, and there'd be a handful of times where it'd be like, oh, let me call your manager real quick. And I'm like, fuck. And I'd have to walk out with the cell phone and was like, hello, this is Nigel. And they're like, oh, so-and-so, and blah, 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 blah. And they're like, yeah, all right. Sounds good. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Or if they were like, we'd show up and they wouldn't have something,
Right.
I would fucking go out to the van and be like, wait, listen, the boys called me and told me you didn't have the pizza ready. Yeah, all right. It's not a super hard thing. Listen, one large pepperoni pizza. Yeah, all right. All right. And then next thing you know, the fucking pizza shows up. But
Dude,
that was
okay.
back in the day. You could pull that off.
Dude, tell me that's not Murray from Flight of the Conchords that you're channeling
yeah,
right there.
definitely. Now that I think about it, we're like, that's perfectly Murray. Yeah, all right. Yeah, sure.
Band meeting.
We can get you that. Yeah, we're going to have a meeting.
Present.
All right, real quick, Shane, are you here? Shane's here, yes. Murray, yeah, that's me. I'm here, yeah. If that went over your head, Flight of the Conchords was a small series of New Zealand actors good times, the Kiwis, if you will, yeah. So, but nowadays it's like you can't get dude. So, Club Down Under, we played.
Club Down Under was so good about
We-
their writers, man.
We played,
Fuck yeah, dude. They give you your own room, man.
Back in the day, we
Yeah,
played
they give you your
Club
own
Down
green
Under.
room.
They were like, wait.
27 South.
They haven't venue yet. Next thing you know, they're just
catering
food,
shit and just pile up
shows
food.
up.
Like,
There'd be 3 bands on the bill, and you get everybody get their own green
and
room.
you get paid.
You
And nowadays,
yeah, right.
And the
dude,
green room.
I couldn't walk
the
in
green
there
room
and
was,
chug
like,
every
stocked
dude's
with
dick to
everything.
get fucking booked there. Like, I've sent 18 different emails to everybody involved. And I'm like,
They were like, we have to spend this money. We
Right,
get
right.
budgeted. We get budgeted.
Your
this
green room be
money.
packed out, and they're like, take everything with you.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
the fridge be packed out. Take it all with you.
Yep.
You know.
but then what's crazy is like now, when it's all redone and everything, they don't book shit. It's like, left armpit and
I haven't heard of a show that
I haven't heard like, and it's nice now. But like, what was the kid we played with that was in that? There was a dude there was a local band. It was college kids, and we ended up playing a handful of like My Left Foot or something.
No, it was
Left foot?
No integrity, not no
no,
integrity.
left something.
Here?
This is
Yeah.
like 2003.
Are you talking about 2 Left Feet?
Yes,
Yeah, Dwayne.
dude. Was he the guitar player?
Yes.
Big tall dude with braids.
With the Reds. Yes.
Yeah, that guy ran fucking Club Down Under like it was a fucking legit organization. Like he ran the sound and all this stuff, and like he would book locals. He was part of the local music scene, but he was
Yes.
a college kid, and he would book locals. And like, dude, they treated you awesome, and it was so crazy because university money, like that's that free money. So
We have to spend this money.
Yeah.
So you're
Dude.
going to take this.
And we would show up with like the way we do, like the way the fucking veterans do. We got like a cooler, fucking sneak a cooler.
They didn't
in,
give a
like,
shit. Yeah.
they didn't give a shit. They would already have a fridge like fucking completely stocked.
Do you want to put your beer in the fridge?
It's like, well, we have a fridge for you. with
Yes, I
beer. It's
do.
like,
Thank
Can
you.
you move the fridge out
So
on
you need
stage
more
if
ice
it's
for that cooler when you go on stage?
So
That'd be nice.
2 Left Feet was actually my introduction to
They
the
always
Tallahassee
close.
music scene.
Oh, man.
I just moved to Tallahassee, and I heard a band playing. We were living in a
No, I
fucking
can't.
townhouse
Mm-hmm.
apartments, right? And I heard a band playing a couple apartments down, and I saw the guy a few days later. I'm like, hey, what's going on? You got a band going? He's like, yeah, it's called 2 Left Feet, and yeah, that was my fucking introduction. Fucking Dwayne,
Dude,
and
that
2
guy-
Left Feet.
Y'all know the Super Vagina Buffet on North Monroe?
Yes.
So in the very back, is this weird,
Which one?
weird, sketchy fucking bar.
Yeah.
there's only one.
Most people didn't know existed.
Oh yeah, the little Mexican bar.
Yeah,
Like,
Dwayne
Yeah.
booked us there, and like it was us and them and somebody else, and we played, and like that was
Oh,
probably
yeah, we did play the Super
the
China
weirdest
Buffet.
thing. Like we get there, and the dude's fucking angry as shit. He's
Yeah.
like, "You make $50. You make $50." And we're like, "Okay, $50. That's what we make." He's like, "You eat a buffet?" And we're like, "What?" He's like, "You eat buffet, eat a buffet." I'm like, "Oh yeah, we'll fucking eat, sure."
Right.
And what they had a fucking buffet in the bar.
Yep.
And it's
Yeah,
like
they brought out like one section of the buffet,
and it's
it
like
was
all this shit. No, they loaded that stuff
Yeah.
up with all the things from the fucking Super China Buffet, and that was part of happy hour. And I was like, "We'll fucking play that." But nothing beats the golden. What was the Golden Dragon and Walton? What was that shithole we played with
Oh yes, it was right next to that bridge. I still
golly.
have pictures of that somewhere.
This place was the same thing, but it was a huge venue, and it was run by this
and they
like,
did that was the place that they did
part of your payment.
The video.
was food. Yeah,
no
no.
wasn't that the place that did the videos?
No, this was the place where Josh Hostage and that band Holden God Hostage would
Yeah.
book with the guy Melvin. Melvin was like straight out of the fucking 70s James Brown, like smoking cools. He's like, "Y'all white motherfuckers, listen here. Y'all gonna play this music. Y'all stop talking about all that bullshit. Y'all get in there and get fed before they close their kitchen." Like that's how he ran the venue, and it was awesome
It was
because
so much fun.
the guy in that band was a bunch of fucking tweakers, and watching Melvin and fucking Josh go at it at the end of the night, and they're an hour behind us. We're like, I'm fucking hallucinating. I'm so tired. But that dude, he did not take shit from nobody. I feel like his pimp hand was fucking super strong. But he's
Put the
putting up
baby
with all
talcum on
the
it.
tweakers of Walton County rocking out, playing weird music, and then us.
Didn't Rob at Big Daddy's do a thing where he recorded your set and you got the
Always.
CD after the
I've
set?
got a bunch of those CDs.
I got his birthday set.
Oh god, that
I played Big Daddies. I never got a CD.
Oh.
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
You gave us one every single
They
time.
did it, and
No, it was
Back
Scaffold.
Booth in Gainesville did it.
That's the place. Back booth.
Back Booth in
'Cause,
Gainesville is awesome because they'd make a
'cause,
fucking music video of
Wait,
your
Back
shit.
Booth's Orlando, not Kansas.
Not
No,
Back
they're-
Booth.
No, there's a joint in
High Dive?
Gainesville that we played a couple times. It was fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
Because Nate was
It
with
was like
us.
Yeah.
it was like a 2-part bar.
Yes.
What the fuck was the name of that place?
Did it have video games?
Backstage? Was
Yeah,
it the
that-
Backstage Lounge?
Yeah, it might have been back.
Something like that.
It was
'Cause,
Back something. Now it's called like something with R, but
Because that was the first night of our tour, and Mark couldn't go with us.
yeah.
So
And
Nate filled in. Shout out Nate. Nate's in
Nate
bed.
Barnes.
Nate's in bed right now. He's not
Probably.
watching. But I actually have a bunch of the Rob CDs. Half of them don't play because they're all scratched up.
Yeah.
But I have a bunch of the recorded, but I do have some on that I converted to MP3 on my computer.
I forgot all about the Chinese bar.
Hey, Reed, yeah,
No,
you forgot to
Reed-
show up on
Reed-
this show.
Reed-
Oh, what's up, Don?
I was
Reed
gonna
ate,
say-
rat, and Reed hates rats. So
Those were just the weirdest fucking
I was
shit.
gonna say, Reed
I mean,
always pops up in the comments, but he never pops up in
He's a
studio.
professional dude, man. And what was
Yeah.
the man of adventure?
he's a man of
Well, I
adventure.
need
Man
him
of
to.
adventure,
I need him to show
yeah.
up and
He's
show me some
probably
shit on the computer.
commenting from like Guatemala right now.
Kinda like-
There's no telling
kinda
where
like
he's
fish.
You
at.
never know.
Or Kalarn.
Don,
What's
what's up?
Every time I see the last name,
We
go.
got,
That's
a
one of my best
bunch
friends.
of questions. all
Let's field
kinds
some
of shit.
questions.
We haven't got to the chats at all.
Sorry, I have that.
Tammy
effect.
says welcome back. Kyle says,
Hey,
hey boys. Hey Kyle.
Thank you, Tammy.
I know that guy.
Fucking Kyle.
Kyle.
Happy 2-year anniversary.
Kyle, you better sit in with us.
Last week,
Fucking all you guys
quit
better
the
sit in with us.
band.
Kyle was supposed to be here tonight.
There's Buck. Buck Lemon, shout out.
Hi, Kyle.
Hey, you're on the show. What are you doing commenting?
That,
Fucking around
Apparently
on the
that's a
phone.
life
we were
hack.
talking. We were talking
That's
about.
a
We were
life
talking about that
hack.
hack
That is a
before.
life
Like
hack. I've
two
done
more.
that.
Two
If
more.
you go on
two
TikTok,
more
you can find his
followers,
life
man.
hacks, and
Two more.
I have
more
totally
watching
done
the
that.
show.
Commented.
up until I came back from the bathroom, I was actually watching the podcast on my phone.
All right, we got a shit ton of questions here. We got
Let's go.
Let's go. Do it.
Samantha asks, "What's one of your biggest work/music pet peeves?"
Probably
I know Mason's.
Van Halen.
No, we talked about
That's
this.
fine.
Music pet peeve.
Yeah, we talked about this. I ran into you at a show, and you're like, these motherfuckers are stoned, and they showed up 15 minutes
Oh
late.
yeah. Like if you're the band that shows up and like load in is at 5, I don't give a fuck if you're first. I don't give a fuck if you're last or you're middle. Load in's at 5. Don't show up at
Not
6:45.
5:45,
Not.
yeah.
And I get it, like 5:10, 5:20, but like show up early. Act like you're the biggest. Like carry yourself like a fucking legitimate band.
Well, here's the thing. If everyone knows that ahead of time, that's fine. Like if you're the middle band and the opener and the headliner, especially for a local show, and we all know going into it, like we've all talked about it because we're in a group chat somewhere, and it's like, hey, we can't get there until 6. I know we know load ins at 5, but we're gonna be there at 6, and we're gonna deal with like we've all figured it out. That's fine. But if you're supposed to be there at 5,
And just be ready to go.
then
Like,
be there at 5 and be ready to go.
You don't need to be swapping out drum heads, fucking, and delaying.
I know
the
who you're
start.
talking about.
Love the kids, they're children, and eventually they'll get out of it. But at the same time, it's like you're better than that. I've seen you. You're fantastic.
They're
You just
learning. They're
But
definitely
that's
learning.
really
They're
what it
definitely
takes. It takes old heads like
I love those
fucking
kids,
get
too.
off my lawn guys like us, being like, hey,
I
It'd be a lot
people
better.
on my lawn.
it'd be a lot better if you did this, blah, and like organize, prioritize shit that matters. But at the end of the day, it's not the worst thing ever. I just think it reflects poorly on all 3 bands versus the band that it actually.
Well, I don't understand like not wanting to do that in the first place because
Right.
show up, get like your shit backlined, get your shit like, and then like you get to hang out.
Exactly.
Right.
It's like
And sometimes
instead
you
of
don't
like
have
you're
the
loading
option,
your
right.
fucking gear onto stage and then fucking like playing. It's like
Being
like,
rushed sucks, man.
just
That's the
just
worst
like
part.
Oh, yeah, I can't
if
stand
everybody
that
just like
Yeah.
cooperates and like gives a shit, it's just like yeah, just backline accordingly, and then, if even trading out drum kits,
Right.
don't be the person setting up your drums on the stage. You
While
already have your
people are
shit
trying-
on,
Yeah.
on the side of the
Have your
stage.
drum,
and then
all
you
your
just move
stands,
them on
your
the-
stands all have
Yeah,
symbols
exactly,
on them. Your toms are on your kick if that's how your drums.
there's
if
a
you have
really
a rack,
easy way to do it.
everything is
Yeah.
ready to go.
So it sucks when people are like, just
show up and go,
man,
oh,
this could have been so easy. I'm like, why
And
is
then
this not easy?
Well, and that's why so many venues now want to share drum kits.
Worst
is the
thing
biggest
ever,
thing.
man.
I don't
Because,
like as long as cabs are.
Dude, it takes 5 minutes to change out a drum kit.
Right.
But the
If
problem,
if
the
you,
miking is what
if you
takes
give a
the
shit.
but the problem
yeah.
is that bands that don't show up early and don't pre-stage their kit, and they don't
But
do
that's-
they don't do the work that we do.
Right. But the other thing is the sound guy has to come from the booth, re-mic everything, and recheck everything. But like,
But I
could
mean,
you
like
imagine-
your typical kits, like people aren't like the amount of mics like to mic a kit. It's
Right. It's usually the kick and then the
kick
snare,
snare,
and then there's some sort of boom
toms.
I
mic.
mean, like,
Right.
so it's not that much, but
But I think asking somebody to play somebody else's kit, it's like, hey man, if you don't mind, would you fuck my wife? I was like, that's what it feels like. when it's
Yeah.
like, we're gonna share a drum kit. I'm like, I don't think I'm cool with that because like if I just
Let's
show
take
up
a
to
look
a
at that
show,
wife.
Hey, look,
I'm okay. With, like
I'm gonna have sex.
All right,
with her,
keeps.
but I'm
Basic-
got rubber on.
all right. And then the last pet peeve is like acts that are assholes. Like
Yep.
I carried a grudge for probably 15 years against the band Clutch. You've probably heard of them.
Love
I was
Clutch.
working security.
So I
I
did
did.
now.
I do
Oh.
now. So
They were such dicks, though.
dude, they were absolute fucking assholes to the point that like I contemplated fist fighting Neil Hallen or whatever, like right in the middle of fucking St. Francis Street. We were both working at the Cow House at the time.
The first cow house.
Thanks to Brian and what was it? Anyway, and they used to be like, you'd work security, it was $15 and all the beer you can drink. Why would you not? Right? And then it
That's
was
not an hour. That's $15.
$15 period.
15.
And then-
but we got to get in to see Clutch,
Yeah.
and,
And you
like
could,
all these
like-
other like old school like
You were getting paid to see bands.
TSOL. with
we were
fucking
going to be
Hate
there
Breed.
anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go see Agnostic Front and these guys, and
You
you're gonna
just
get.
stand there and look tough for a second.
Yeah.
That's literally all we did.
That's all you did. Drive by.
Wear a security shirt and stand there and look tough. If shit pops off, you kind of probably have to deal with it.
The
But
wildest thing I ever had to deal was the Dashboard Confessional show and a Hank the Third
oh
show.
no, well, no! Remember the neo Nazis?
That TSOL show.
Yeah.
That was wild. Anyway,
That was
so
fucked up.
at the end of the show, they'd be like, "Hey, the band will pay you $15 to load them out." I'm like,
No,
"Fuck,"
they told us the band will pay you extra
to load them out.
to load their equipment
Out.
off stage into their trailer on their big
So they
giant
have
tour bus.
4 roadies already. So you're like, fuck yeah. So you're just like carrying shit.
But
Their
then
4 roadies
they're
stopped working
screaming
and were
at
just
us.
like yelling at us. That goes here. This goes there.
Fuck you, do this. Yeah, I'm like,
And Clutch is on the bus looking at us like, what the fuck, man?
yeah, literally like.
I'm like,
what are you
bitch,
doing
I
with
will
our
shit in your fucking bass cabinet
Yeah,
right
like,
now.
And here's the thing: the worst part was like, we're gonna get paid extra,
Like,
$5.
just pull this cable.
Oh,
We got paid an extra $5.
And I held that grudge for
Here's a
fucking
quarter, kid.
20
Don't
years.
spend it all
Yeah,
over the
exactly.
place.
And it was like,
I would.
fuck, you
fuck those guys.
motherfuckers.
But
I
now
don't
I
even
kinda-
like you that much.
Well, so the thing with that shit is like my favorite bands that like we've been lucky enough to like link up with and like hang out with on the road are all the nicest fucking guys ever.
Dude, the guys
But
on
So
the
it's like
Switch,
when you
nicest
see like when
motherfuckers
you
ever.
see like the people that are fucking
Isn't it always?
making a living, doing it right, and like killing it, and are nice, and then you see that shit, it's like,
Here's the thing.
wait,
Isn't it
you
always?
don't have to be this way, man.
Here, it's always that
You know?
like that mid-level tier
like
guys
right
that are
before you're-
assholes.
Like trying to like prove to like
name
prove
a
to
genre.
themselves.
Like
Yeah.
for us, metal. Every big name metal band we ever played with, coolest motherfuckers ever. It was that lower B and C tier level bands.
Yeah.
That were fucking. They were signed.
That's it.
They
yeah.
might have a tour bus, most likely in a van, and they acted like fucking divas. They were always the biggest assholes. They
It's
can't.
just like,
they
you don't
walked
have
in,
to do it like
they
this,
walked
man.
in like,
Yeah.
oh, our shit doesn't stink. Meanwhile, like we would open for Mastodon, and they would come on stage. They're looking at our shit as we're setting up and going to our guitar player like, oh, hey, you got a fucking Gibson Flying V. That's so
Right, yeah,
fucking
it's
cool.
like shit like that,
and like
exactly,
sat there
yeah.
and played it, and like, oh, you have a Marshall head, and like just hung out. Fucking Lamb of God. Oh,
Dude,
you
Randy
have this.
Blythe-
We went to a bar and hung out and did shots with Randy. We were still
Randy
drinking.
got in my car or in Jay's car, and we drove
And-
off to fucking Bull Eagles together.
And fucking,
I
it's
bought him a
always
cheeseburger.
so like no whatever genre you're in, the A level bands, fucking nicest people on earth.
It's those,
The B's, most of them are nice. The C's is where you start to like those mid level bands.
you can't spell cunt without C.
They're-
That's why.
They're signed, but they know that they're not top of the fucking heap, and they act like fucking. They act way worse than all the famous people you meet.
Dude, here's a perfect example of that shit, man. Fucking
Oh,
So-
no, Typo Negative?
Yeah.
No, not Typo Negative.
What was the fucking band they like loaded
Dry
in?
Kill Logic.
Yeah, loaded in all their shit.
I have their flyer in my car right now.
got mad about
I
not getting
loaded
a
up.
chicken salad.
Chicken salad.
We were like real man food, like a grilled chicken salad or chicken
We're
sandwich.
not fucking eating pizza.
Not eating pizza, and they just packed all their shit and left. I was like, you guys realize nobody knows who the
So
fuck you
we,
are.
That's
we,
awesome.
we headlined Big Daddy's that night. They were playing Big Daddy's.
But
Like, fuck, come on.
anyway, pet peeves. There's what were you
Continue.
saying?
Would you
Uncle
eat chicken
Buckles?
salad and Big Daddy's? I would not.
No. They would have sent
They
fucking
were getting it, I think, from the loop.
Luke to go get it for you.
It was good.
I still wouldn't eat in that fucking bar. I got standards. Anyway, sorry,
I don't.
Buck. Go for it, man.
I don't.
What do you got?
I don't care.
eating at Big Daddy's, yeah.
No.
Yeah, but you shit there.
Oh man, unfortunately I did,
Probably why you
And-
never got COVID.
and I
time
had
this
to
week on December
like
9th.
do one of the things where you spread your like your foot as far as you can to like get the door, but it's still like kind of like opens and it's like, yeah, I'm taking a shit here.
My leg's not that long, so I only peed there.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, I
Yep.
shit in
Hey.
the girls' bathroom.
hey,
That had a lot on it.
the first time I saw heroin was in that bathroom.
Big Daddies?
Yeah, I walked into that bathroom. People were tying off. And they're my friends. It's like,
Well,
what?
Oh, they're my friends.
I was like, oh
That doesn't
shit.
count.
Okay. Close the door slowly and walk back out.
Excuse
you
me.
shit on them.
Dude, well, I had to, but I was like, I don't even know. This is
click
like
that up, too.
this is like the movies. What is this? Pulp Fiction?
Is this
Yeah, you were
train spotting?
Trainspotting, yeah.
I just smoke weed.
To
What's
be fair.
going on?
That
be
scene
fair.
in train spotting was pretty much the Big Daddy's bathroom.
The toilet scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It sure was.
I'm ready.
Ready? Good. You got enough cheese balls?
I love
Wait,
balls.
I'm
what are
glad
we-
Kyle's not here.
I bet you do.
What's the Polk County comment?
I'm glad Kyle's not here either.
Tammy asked, if you could travel to any year in a time machine, what year would you choose and why?
The age I am right now?
Mm-hmm. You hop in with everything you know about cheese balls and electronics.
When did Amazon go public?
The day before that.
That one. And give me like 6 months if I round up enough investors.
I don't know, like 1992.
Yeah, I was thinking early 90s.
Like
Yeah.
MTV hadn't made everything stupid yet. Like yet.
I mean, it was on its way.
You know, well, fair enough. But like in 1992, there was no
Shame.
I assume everybody here has made like a mixtape for somebody.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like things like that. You know, it's like everything wasn't
Made a
so
big
just like
CD,
readily accessible to you in your face. It's like you could you couldn't get porn on the internet yet, so like you like still had to like
Had to pay
have like
for
a
it.
buddy's dad,
Sure.
or
With
had
paper.
like
You had to watch a
Playboys,
shitty channel.
you know,
and
like
you had to go to the
or through the lines or
Big
shit like that.
giant-
You had to go to the original
giant
dark
satellite.
web, the flea
If
market.
you would- but like you would get like randomly like somebody would be like, listen to this, a fucking blank cassette, you know, or a burn CD,
pack full of suicide
and it was like,
tendencies or some shit.
what the fuck is this?
Do you remember? You
Like
remember?
shit, you know?
BMG.
The CD, the compilations you would get for buying some random thing in the mall.
Like that type of
like,
shit, yeah.
Like you would go to Journeys or there wasn't even
like,
it wasn't
check
even a
this
hot
out.
copy.
Hey, remember
Yeah.
Specs?
Spencer's
Specs
yeah,
music?
and you would get. I heard.
Go look at the
I heard
posters.
Korn and Weezer for the first time on a compilation like 6 months before their albums came out. And I was like, this shit sounds good as fuck. And that I agree with.
Dude,
We were like, oh, this is not something I'd normally listen to, but this is amazing. And then their album comes out and you go, I'm gonna go about it.
I believe it was
I can see if I can fly.
Sam Goody, where you can go into the store and listen
To
to
the stations.
at the stations. Yeah, like they had
There
it.
was, oh, sorry.
Yeah, please.
no.
There was a Virgin Mega Store,
Yes.
downtown Disney.
Yes.
In Orlando. My friends and I lived there.
Yep.
We had to drive an hour and a half to get there, but by God, we were there.
Dude, there was a swing club there, Swing
The Indian
1000,
restaurant?
with it was always swing bands, live swing bands, and we go dancing there all the
Next to
time.
Olive
That shit was
Garden?
awesome. Fuck yeah,
That was
dude.
at Turtles. They had listening stations. That was the first place I ever saw
That place
listening
was
stations.
awesome. Their gift certificates were these fucking coins, or it was like $25 or 20 or 5 or whatever gift certificate. It was a coin. You turned it in to get your shit.
I remember I bought CDs there, and it was like when it had the CD and it had the cardboard
On the
sleeve,
wall, yeah.
and
the
it had
plastic
all
thing?
the artwork on it. So it was like it was as tall as a record album, but then they sat in the sleeve so you pull it out, and then by the time you get home, it's like, oh, this is just.
What was
It was like
first
the,
CD?
CD.
like the
CD is
plastic, like
Yeah.
like steel proof thing.
Yeah, they had listening stations there. It's an Indian restaurant now.
Dude, Vinyl Fever used to be able to listen to fucking records.
Vinyl
at
Fever did, yeah.
man. Fuck yeah.
The
First
original
CD I
Vinyl
ever
Fever, where like Brooklyn is now, you could listen to tapes at like 7 inches.
Hey.
Like they had a, hey,
Hey, what? Don't talk to me like that.
they had actual little setups where, like for local stuff, because you know, like way back in the
Oh,
day,
yeah, local
for,
shit, fuck
for
yeah.
V89, like V89 would like plug local stuff, and if a local band had a 7-inch, you go to that original Vinyl Fever and play all the local records. I'm dating myself. Way
A couple dudes in local bands had 7 inches.
So 92.
back. Nobody in our band.
Something about that, you know.
That's your answer.
I'm gonna go back to the 70s and the Southern rock boom in Jacksonville
Oh,
when like
get
Leonard
that
Skinner.
good cocaine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like Leonard Skinner, 38 Special, Molly Hatchet, and all those guys were just like, we're just going to sign every band that comes out of Jacksonville. They go in Jacksonville,
Molly Hatches from Jacksonville.
fire up Thunder the Snake, and fucking just ride off into the sunset, still playing 50 years later.
Even though you're not 50 years older.
Back then, I'd be,
You
well,
would
by
tr-
now
you
I'd
would
be
time
90.
travel.
Yeah, I'd be almost like 90 years old now.
30-year-old mulberry field, but I'm closer to.
What about you, Rob?
Yeah, early '90s, definitely.
Amazon thing.
Knowing everything that I know now, yeah, would definitely probably do early '90s, especially being able to play guitar now, and being able to start that back then, and and the progression throughout my life.
Hot
Yeah.
Tub Time Machine shit, where you go back and you're like, oh, I remember this song, kind of.
What was that movie? What was the movie that they did that with the Beatles?
That movie
Like
was
the
actually
Beatles
really
didn't
good.
exist. I never saw it, but like,
It was
I saw
actually
the
really
trailer.
good.
Like the guy ends up going back in time, and the Beatles didn't exist, but he
No.
remembers all the songs.
Yeah.
So he started like. Did he play them?
That,
Did he
that,
get
that,
famous?
that was also part of my thought process.
Like the Steel Ball.
there are bands I would totally rip
That's
off
the same
now.
thing Craig, whatever his
beat
name
Led
did
Zeppelin.
in Hot Tub Time Machine. He's a producer and he goes back and he does all the like Black Eyed Peas shit. And
Yeah.
like
Speaking of Beatles,
Pontiac Bandit.
Pontiac Bandit. I don't know.
Craig from Hot Tub Time.
Yes. Now he's doing it.
Thank you, thank you, Jeremy.
You're welcome, buddy.
No, is that your that's your sound effect?
I guess it is now.
You still got your
Now you have two.
You know, no big deal. Got to.
Only guy on.
Hey, Shane, how many you got? No big deal.
Zero.
No big deal.
Samantha asked if you could be somebody else on stage for one show, who would you be?
Shane, I want to be Shane.
Same.
I don't even want to be me on stage.
Freddie Mercury without AIDS.
Fuck. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that, I like the asterisk too. It's like,
Well, here's the thing is
without
like
AIDS.
if you knew like, well, if it's just one show, give me the AIDS. But
Well, does the AIDS like make it like? Because he was really good.
Dude,
It's
yeah.
like-
And once you
Is
go
it a
to terminal,
trade-off?
you're like fucking laying
Is it a
all out
trade-off?
there.
Is it
I was gonna
like
say
it's
the
like in
show-
D&D. It's like you got like this like badass
live-
weapon,
not
but it
live
gives you
aid.
like negative.
I don't think the AIDS
fucking-
made him better.
-2
The last
AIDS
show that he played
damage.
live.
Like,
It's on all the videos.
Oh, Live Aid.
It's live aid. Ironic. No one's ever made that joke. Now
Radio
I'm gonna
Gaga.
be canceled.
Yeah.
He knew he had AIDS. He was close, and he still went out there and put out just
man, nobody even showed up or watched that show, man.
only like 85 million
Fucking
people.
God.
Isn't that your stadium over there in Liverpool?
No, that was fucking
He was at Wembley.
It was
Wembley.
Wembley. That's London.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
he's not.
Scout- the
He's not
Scouts-
posh like that.
The Scouts don't take too kindly to that fucking Cockney shit, man.
Wow.
But fucking Rob.
Wow.
wow, bro.
So
Wow,
Rob started
soccer fight.
following Manchester United about a year ago,
Thought Freddie
and
Mercury
thinks he
was
can
getting
give me shit
Gaines
about
thing here
football.
today.
Well, yeah, because my team's better.
Where are you guys sitting right now?
Wait a minute, one of y'all's named after a boot.
How'd you guys do in
Chelsea.
Europe today? You're gonna be
Tied.
in fucking Europa with us.
Is it Chelsea Handler United?
Chelsea.
Handler?
No.
She's handled a few things. Continue on.
Okay.
No, I love that Rob gives a fuck about.
European soccer.
It's
About
called
cutting
soccer.
edge shit.
No, only
not-
assholes
it's not-
call it
it's not-
soccer.
Or like the
you
people
know.
that invented the game,
Ooh, I like this one.
It's football.
Yeah, but do
because
it.
they actually called it soccer.
Get us out of soccer, Jeremy.
Yes. All right. First of
Sport.
all,
Sorry,
As
football.
Jeremy calls it, sports ball.
first of all,
Yeah, let's
Shannon
look at-
asked favorite local band that's not your own.
How about some?
Fuck
Easy.
those guys.
I mean, that's the easy answer.
Oh.
I mean, it's the right answer, but it's the easy answer.
Probably Traubai's doing David Starling and the Southern Farewell, which I just added that.
You
so
win.
much better.
1 point. 1 point for Mason.
Oh, dude, why isn't this a game show, man?
Should be.
Yeah, it almost is. All right, so you and I, we can't play fucking
Who's
favorites.
the white Steve Harvey?
At least,
That's what
at least not publicly. So I'm not going to. So I want to go past bands.
I got two. I got too many to mention. Thunder the Snake, Traub by Stone, obviously. Satin. I love their sound.
Yeah.
Satine.
I was wondering how you
Is
said
that what it is?
because
I-
I've only seen it written.
No, I watched.
Look, when he said that, I was like,
No,
oh, wait,
no,
that's how
I
you
watched
say
their
it.
episode.
No, I
and they're
have
like,
no
it's
idea.
Satin. I don't know why everybody thinks it's Satan. And I automatically went to fucking Wreck-It Ralph. It's like, it's Satine.
Hail C-Team.
Final feud. Our
I
final
love
feud.
Steve Harvey.
Love those guys.
Those guys are dope.
Like I said, there's too many. I can't answer. It's,
Tragic.
Well,
yeah, it's not. I can't answer it.
Yeah.
It's tragic. You can't name one.
Yeah.
actually, I
See what you
coming back to the Legacy show. So Dick from Fighting Giants, I think, is fucking bad as shit.
And he will
And
be
his podcast, the Cue the Music,
Cue the Muses.
is
Yes.
so fucking good.
It really is.
But he's got his new thing going with his kid,
It's
Dave's
Last Night.
night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Last
Dave's
night.
last night.
That's what it is.
And I've been watching the way those guys have been like tracking online and stuff like that, and like his fucking like 16-year-old kid's like destroying a goddamn fucking stingray base, man.
No,
Yep.
He's like 14. I think he's 14.
Even more badass.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
that's so Fighting Giants I think is dope as fuck, and that's cool because Dave's gonna do an acoustic set too.
Yes.
But watching Dick and
Ash.
I can't remember his name. What's
On-
what's his kid's name?
Oh,
Kieran.
Yeah. Fucking like just watching him like build his bass like licks and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and, like playing drums too. Like I'm stoked about that shit.
I do
Yes.
love Fighting
Yeah.
Giants, too.
Yes.
Dude, I love, like, I remember, so Tim Matthews was the original bass player for them. Tim filled in for me in 27 South a couple times. And beyond, he's one of those super talented dudes. You're just like, I hate you because you can play the guitar and sing, and you can play the bass and sing. And
Everything's just easy.
he's
to-
just
yeah,
good. And
yeah.
the dude's just good. But I remember he had just come home from either deployment or boot camp or whatever, and I run into him, and he's like, "Oh, this is the guys I played with before I enlisted, and was fighting giants." And the energy of the whole band was awesome. And like the lead singer does shit that you're like, "Oh, that's not generally in the metal realm." Where like he's a fucking mountain of a dude, and he's having the best fucking time. And like you watch those guys, and you can tell there's an honest like connection between them. They're not just fucking old hired guns where they're like, "Hey, we're gonna play this and we're gonna get big and famous." They're like, those dudes have like an actual draw to each other. And I ended up talking to those guys the first time I saw them when it was Warrior. I was like, whatever y'all are doing, keep it going. And it was just crazy to see that like Dick's one of those dudes that just ends up like he's that hired gun for other people, but he still comes back home. Fun story is the cat he writes with. It's Ash, right?
Yep, Ash.
That dude's dad owned a gym. His dad was this fucking monstrous bodybuilder, and he owned a gym on North Monroe I used to go to all the time. And I remember that dude when he was like fucking 12 years old. And now to see he's like a grown ass man and like is beyond fucking talented. It's crazy as shit.
Ash Bong Ding Dong.
Yeah.
I was actually
His
talking.
dad looked like fucking Fabio, but like a 200 plus pound version. Like
Holy shit!
his dad was a fucking like accent and everything. He owned a gym. It was called Rampage, and it's right where it's across from Tallahassee Mall where that storage place is now. But like, I was a member of that gym for a year. Obviously, I'm not a member of a gym anymore. But when I was, and his dad was cool as shit. But I remember Ash working there as a kid, and like, it's wild to see people like progress through life. So.
Just speaking to local artists and shit. Defy the Tyrant, their guitar player Stu. Jesus fucking Christ! Man.
Wait. So I haven't seen the new setup yet because Kai was so fucking good. So the new. Oh wait. You said Defy the Tyrant.
Defy the Tyrant. Our Final Fuse.
Our Final Fuse.
Yeah. I have not seen their new guitar player either. Not yet.
You've heard them.
I have heard them.
They played our intro.
Oh yeah.
Oh, snap.
That shit's dope.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Our Final Feud did that intro. I stole it. It's a song called Suffer.
That shit's fucking.
They sent it to me without vocals, and I was like, zoink. Thanks.
Dude,
Royalty
So
free.
technically, you didn't steal it. They gave it to you.
That's
have you told them yet?
Yep.
Oh, you
Technically
did?
now it belongs
Because
to you.
Well, they should
I'm
be watching the
also
podcast anyway. So.
because I'm also in talks with him writing us an actual intro just
Okay.
for us.
No shit.
Yeah, and I told Colton that I was like, you know what, I'm just going to use Suffer, and he's like, well, we're writing one, and I was like, yeah, we'll work on that, but right now, I'm taking Suffer.
It's Supper. Yes.
Tuberculosis strikes again. Question about my overalls. Number one, these are on clearance right now at the Walmart. They're
Are those
11
Oshkosh?
No, these are Liberty, but here's where it gets awesome. So this is like my third or fourth set of overalls. These were on sale for $11, and they stretch. So like, I can do high kicks. I can do all that stuff. I'm waiting for a sponsorship from Liberty. Probably Carhartt will be the other thing, but like, I think I'm probably gonna wear these December 9th because like these are the most.
That'd be a good
comfortable
stash pocket in the front right there. Man.
Here's what's cool. So you got this that holds the cell
You
phone,
can put
right?
your snacks, you know.
Guess what? Then you got this one, and you can put the heater in here. You can put the ratchet. You can put your
You can fit
pharmaceuticals.
3 corn dogs in there, man.
Plus, if you buy them too big,
And
you can
mustard
reach
packets.
in there and handle your own business as needed. That's what's super cool about overalls. Are like dumb convenient. Like there's no reason people shouldn't wear them.
Would you mind? You said handle your business. Can you?
Oh, like you know the pinch and pull, relieving your ball sack from your underwear.
Oh,
When it gets
yeah.
stuck,
Or
yeah.
if you're one of those
Sometimes it
dudes
gets
that just like to tug a walrus tusk in public, I mean, that's not what I'm into, but if you were, the other fun thing is I love this. Like, this is the best thing, hands-free drinking.
Yes.
Like, I watched the Catfish Alliance show the other day, and like I was like, shit, 2 beers. Oh fuck, put one here and
Right
then
there.
hold the other one. So the other one
Sorted.
stays cold, right? And then I still have room for activities in here. Like you can put snacks.
You're like a multi-pocketed marsupial.
Dude, it's really badass. And like,
Kangaroo.
I bought these way too big for
You gotta
some
have more
reason.
babies so you can stuff one in there.
Yeah, dude, you could totally marsupial the fuck out of this thing. It'd be cool to put a bandmate in there and just like the two of you walk in there like fucking Mad Max.
Oh, like you're +1.
Yeah.
No, man, it's my
Master
+1.
Blast owns Barter Town. You know, you got fucking one dude. in
Yeah,
there.
Krang from Ninja Turtles.
And there's all just yeah. So yeah, overall, one day overall, I hope to have a overall sponsorship.
So no shit, I kind of took some inspiration from you a little bit, and I may have told my girlfriend that I want a pair of overalls for Christmas. I don't know if I'm getting them.
Hell yeah.
And it's fine if I don't, but I'm just saying I kind of sprinkled
it's
it
one
out
of those
there.
things I didn't. So fun story. One of my dear friends got married, and
DEER.
DEAR, deer, not deer. Like I don't talk to animals anymore. Psilocybin. Anyway, so my friend, she gets married, and her family's from like middle of butthole America.
Yeah.
And she has an uncle.
Polk County. We're talking about Polk County.
Like Midwest. This dude, like literally, she's from Missouri, and her uncle, like straight up, never wears anything other than overalls.
Yeah.
And I'm at this wedding, and I'm in a suit, sweating my balls off, and I look across, and I see like Uncle Chip's over there in fucking overalls with a fucking like dress shirt under it, and I'm like, this motherfucker gets to wear overalls, and the rest of us have to wear a fucking suit.
We're in Missouri.
And she was like, he's never worn anything other than overalls. I was like, I mean, my whole senior year of high school, my mom had bought me a pair of overalls, and I wore them pretty much every fucking day.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you wear them, take them off, put on gym shorts, go to basketball, whatever class, throw a clean shirt on, pull your overalls on, like wear flip flops, and they're just super convenient. And being a full figured fella, you know the constant, the hem haw about pulling your fucking pants up.
Yep.
You don't have to do it. It's hands free, man.
That was a very nice Chris Hurley.
Yeah. and the fun thing is, if you get one of them frisky gals, like she's got access to downtown too. So
Yeah.
like, you know, if you were hiding snacks or something, I don't know. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
Are you implying that he's hiding snacks from the fat girl?
No, I'm just saying there might be a snack down there that you might be interested in. So,
John Wayne says they have a show at Square Mug this Saturday. Square Mug is closing doors on the 7th.
Oh, yeah.
I talked to Donna. If y'all aren't familiar with Square Mug, it's one of those places like.
Is that the John Wayne?
Yep.
I think that is the John. If you look at the picture, it looks
like John
just
Wayne.
like John Wayne. Like, you put a cowboy hat on that dude and says, "Look at me, little feller."
That's the dude.
Yeah,
That's it, yeah.
Altar of Flesh. Shout out Altar of Flesh.
Is that you?
You're who? Here's looking at you, kid.
Here's throwing a kid in the river or some shit.
Got a Square Mug, man. They started doing fucking shows, and we were supposed to book one there for them the first of the year. And Donna's been a fucking prim fucking supporter of Thunder the Snake.
Dude, Donna's my homie.
Wait,
She's awesome.
is that the actual Neil All Day?
Is that the? No,
the
it's
Neil,
not.
Big Daddy's.
That is the fucking
Oh,
Neil
that
all
is
day. Look at that there, right there, you fucking fuck. We were talking about you earlier, bye. Anyway, Big Daddy's bathroom was tetanus
True
worthy.
story.
It was one of those weird
Sure,
places
that's
where
why
like
we're all a little bit.
you had to like rock.
I used to be worried I was going to fall through the floor, like around that area.
Dude, the worst place ever to load in.
You would feel it.
You could feel it
start to-
forgiving, yeah.
Yep.
You remember the worst place ever to load in? The back stairs were like this.
Things
Yep.
I did in those bathrooms.
And I remember having, like, you had to do, like, this weird, like, piss lunge where, like, one door is...
Well, try taking a shit and lunge.
That's one?
Well, Bucks...
Back to
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
I
Bucks...
didn't even know that was a thing.
Actually, I did it
Apparently.
twice.
My thing is, like, I have, like, I call
Short
it...
legs?
No. I call it a CBS, Comfortable Bowel Syndrome, where if, like, I'm not comfortable in a place, I can't take a shit. And I promise you, at no point in time was I ever comfortable at Big Daddy's where it's like, you know what, I'm going to fucking download in here because this thing, number one...
Stage fright.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, there we go. Anyway, talk about a guy that needs to come back. He needs to bring back Neil All Day and
Further south.
Further south. Yeah, we literally started Thunder the Snake with the idea of like, man, we'll get fucking Caleb McLeod and the Constant, and we'll get Neil All Day and Further South, and we'll fucking put on this big ass badass show. And both of those fuckers.
We are going to be Thunder the Snake and the Butt Plugs.
No, they act like super glue made out of water. They ain't holding shit together, you know.
And the that. That's like you got to sound like Shane Smith from the Saints.
Oh, and
it's got to roll off the tongue though.
Oh, look, you put it
Like
in there.
butt plugs, like it kind of rolls off the tongue. I think you can do better though.
Bonsai buck in the butt
I gotta be
plugs.
honest.
Well, alliteration. There you
Yeah,
go.
bonsai buck in the butt plugs. That's good.
That rolls
But that's
off
like
the tongue.
David Starling in the Southern Farewell. Like I made up that part, and
I was gonna say, is that what he named his band?
No.
Oh, okay.
I tried to talk him into it, but
He was like, "No, Mason, stop speaking."
no.
Oh, wait.
That dude's awesome.
That be the official name of my backup dancers?
Oh, the Southern Farewell.
The butt plugs?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
bonsai buck and the butt plugs, and it's like, as long as you give
them
me a
little
tambourine,
suits,
I'm
little
a
triangle-shaped suits.
tambourine. I'm in.
They're more like
Yeah, right. And they're tapered.
That way you can get fat girls too, and nobody would even know. Just got a head sticking out of this thing.
That's
All
what-
right.
I feel like that's what Thunder the Snake needs. Is like
Buck and I
want
talk
something
almost
like that.
daily. This is going to continue.
If
We're
we
gonna
didn't
pick
have,
this up
no,
later. We'll
that's
pick
the
this
only
up.
downside of not having.
Dude, I love how
Tallahassee.
our little routine of sending each other
Dick pics.
Star Wars shit.
like
we have this
fucked
routine.
up Star Wars shit. But you know.
Oh, speaking of
wait.
Star
why am I
Wars,
why am
Wait.
I not in this fucking group
you
text?
missed a hell
Why
of a
am I not
show.
in on this group text?
You missed a hell of a
You
show.
know, probably
May
you-
4th,
yeah.
dude. That was a fucking
He
fun
did.
time.
He did.
We tried to get him on that.
I ended up watching
He
it.
had to work.
All our family.
There we are. We're back.
And we're back.
It's like every
Fucking
birthday.
Christ.
Like there's always a bunch. It's like a room full of adults like smoking cigarettes in front, like right around kids. It's like the birthday cake. Everybody's sitting there smoking.
The best pictures.
Dude,
What's wrong with that?
well, I mean, you gotta
Look where we came
get him hooked early, man.
Yeah, we're fine.
You know?
We're fine. We're good.
Yeah.
Mason, I'm not too close, am I?
No,
Am I in
man.
your bubble?
No.
Okay.
Rob, you get
When
in
you're
my bubble
involved, I
right
don't
now.
have a personal
Can I come sit in your
Facebook.
lap?
Can you just sit on my face? You know.
That's got to be a weird.
That's
All right,
kind of.
let's get really weird.
I'll be good. I'll
How
be good
much
to you,
money
baby.
would it
We be
take?
good at it though.
How much money would it take?
Oh, I'll give you $10.
I'll double
Can you
that.
get by this?
Oh wait.
See what happens.
$11.
I got Trial by Stone by Believe.
I like music.
This is an old one that I did. Let's play it. Let's hear a little bit of Trial by Stone.
Dude, the Luke Skywalker Bubble Eyes.
Yes.
This one.
Here we got two.
But this
Trobuston.
one's so good. You fucking destroyed this one. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, and then we'll get back to the Star Wars thing. 'Cause it was a fucking good show. It was a lot of fun. She made a bunch of Star Wars drinks.
Dude.
Rob got smashed.
I got fucked up.
Tammy got me so drunk. I think I said I wanted to fuck C-3PO
Probably.
just for the pillow talk. Like like the sex would be good, but like just like lay there and talk to me about like
Jawas
moisture
and
evaporators and things like that. Binary. Just talk to me binary.
Count it in, Rob.
I mean,
no time to play guitar. I gotta go to school so I can make it far. But all I wanna do is just to jam this tune. Curl up in my bed and spend the day with you. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But only be yourself, you know it's you gotta prove that you got what it takes to make it really far. That you got what it takes to be a superstar. So when they come at you, you gotta come right back. When they push at you, you push it right back. Cause everybody's got their own destiny. You can make it as long as you believe in yourself. Why yo? Why yo? Why yo? Why yo? So when you wake up in the morning, it's like you read that beat. The one drop hits before you hit your feet. Before you even notice you start nodding that head. Because the reggae music will never be dead. So the older you get, the rules that come your way. You got to keep on living, I say every single day. Every single day. You're gonna wake up, you see you miss your shot. Little time, it's the only time we got. So when they come at you, you gotta come right back. When they push at you, you push it right back. Cause everybody's got their own destiny. You can make it as long as you believe in yourself. Why yo? Why yo? Why yo? Why yo? Why yo? The other day, you know, I saw a man, he was an old and lonely sight. The product of the years gone by, he let other people live his life. But now the actions of his past down, tapping on his tail. He never learned to seize the day, and now he hates himself. So when they come at you, you gotta come right back. When they push at you, you push it right back. Cause everybody's got their own destiny. You can make it as long as you believe in yourself. Why yo? Why yo? Why yo? Why yo?
And we are back again.
So going back to Lee and Ursa, and the way you guys were talking about like how you guys wanted to approach your album, you wanted a mix that would be strictly for a digital download or whatever, and then your album mix. So we did something the same way. Like our last album, we it's 14 minutes that we tried to do. Every song goes into the next song, and Lee was able to seamlessly give us a version of that to where it's like 14 minutes and 29 seconds of like endless music, 4 songs into each other. It's not like jam like in like a jam band into each other.
Right.
It's like 1 2 3 4 1 starts again, like into the next song.
He's the master of like finding like there's a technological shortcut to make whatever happen. He knows it, and as long as gear doesn't go down, one of the problems we had is his I think it was his compressor or his preamp. Something went down like right in the middle of him mixing for us, and he had to order a specific part to fix the part for the mastering equipment. That's the only thing that delayed us, but like. And then as soon as he got that part, it was like 12 hours later we had our shit. So he's definitely, I mean, you can tell he's been doing it for 20 years for sure.
Well, he's been in bands too that has a release shit, so it's like he knows what it's like to like listen to like shit and be like, oh, like the studio didn't quite do you right on that one, man. Like,
yeah. And he'll tell you fun stories where like,
dude, I give Lee like an 11 out of 10, dude.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
he's like the type of person who goes over the top.
If
it's not like, okay, fucking pay me, get the fuck out of here.
Here's the thing: if we weren't 2 and or 3 or 4 or 5 days.
Well, here's
where it's like we literally have to get 5 wives to like sign off on this and 9 kids, and like it is a schedule. Like just to play a show is a scheduling nightmare. So imagine going away for 3 or 4 days to go do a couple tracks, where it's like, can we get something that is at least close? Yes.
Well,
like if we can try that here in town, that's what we're trying to do.
Well, do you guys know Chris Cole?
The name's familiar.
Log Cabin Studios. We recorded our first 3 albums with him here in town. He's the man. But like, the thing is like we wanted a little bit more of like the rawness, the punk rock thing that Lee does.
Lee's got the tricks, man. Like I put together one of the songs we recorded. I was like, this is what I'm going for. This is what I normally play, like gear wise. And he was like, let me try something. And he fucking on his wall of pedals, he just like starts putting shit together. And he's like, play. And I was like, I'm playing the riff. And he's like, play it and play it. I was like, okay. And he's like, what about that? I was like, what do you guys think? I was like, I like that a lot. And it was the weirdest combination you'd ever fucking, to the point I took a picture of it and I was like, I almost have to buy these now. It was a Electro Harmonics Canyon pedal Crayon, the melted wax distortion thing they have, and some other, or it was a Sans amp or some shit, and he stacked the 2 of them and made this crazy fucking distortion for this line, and like
it's like Lemmy with a bigger dick.
Yeah, it's like sort of
it's not possible.
But yeah, the thing with Lee is
if
like,
you can imagine, it's girthier, not longer.
Well, Lemmy versus God, who wins? Trick question, dickhead.
So the other thing is like you go back to this, it's like, all right, 20 years ago, band, we get 1 hotel room, you cram 5 dudes in there, and it's a fucking fart box, and like, dude, when we would tour, I had a fucking sleeping bag that I went on every tour with. It was like this big, and it didn't matter. You're like, hey, you're gonna sleep on a pile of glass. I'm like, okay, I got the sleeping bag, I'm good. I could fucking, my in-laws bought me a sleeping bag. I'd get out on the road and fucking, I could sleep anywhere. Now it's like, well,
I always felt with like a little bit of hepatitis the next day, like I perform better though,
right?
You know. So.
But what's crazy is now it's
potato, sleeping bag, no glass, sleep on the glass.
5 dudes in 1 hotel room, and now it's like, well, I can room with him, and you're like, I can't room with anybody, and you're like, why? And you're like, well, this and blah, and I'm like, y'all are some punk ass motherfuckers. Like
me and him are still sleeping in the same room together.
This dude's like, if you were like, hey, you guys got to split a fucking queen, I'd be like, get on in here, let's do it, and no problem
at
all.
Sleeping in a bed.
Full.
I'll split a fucking twin with
you.
Well, with both of you guys.
Split that sleeping bag,
you know.
But like
now, I like.
I mean, I'll be the big spoon.
So you think about it, it's like,
okay, fucking.
So
I'll
now
be
you're
the
talking
spoon.
3 to 4 hotel rooms plus drive to Valdosta, plus 2 or 3 vehicles depending. And you gotta take all your gear and like
Cry me a river, dude.
I know, I get it. But what I'm saying is,
we're not in a van with you. We're in a
get
van
it.
with a bunch of.
We break it. Like we can't skateboard from here to Valdosta, bud. But what I'd say is now.
Oh, that'd be a great documentary.
Skateboard from here to Valdosta. Just
it would only take us like 17 years.
But now it's like it costs
16.
We probably break even doing Gasoline Alley, so we're going to try it. And like I kind of really liked how excited.
Well, that's dope.
Kyle
That like
was.
he's like excited to record.
Right. The fact that he reached out through 2 different people to get to us tells you it's like that guy wants to work with us.
Have you been there yet?
So Maurice, Maurice Mangum and I.
We haven't.
Kyle went and toured it with Kyle. And
it's a cool joint.
Yeah, like
that's what Kyle, and Kyle's friends with Kyle.
Wait, you're Kyle?
My Kyle is friends with his.
Your Kyle's pretty good.
Yeah,
I trust him. I trust him.
Well, really,
he's okay.
Kelby is the musical director.
Kelby's the secret weapon.
Yeah, she's okay too.
She's the secret sauce for sure. With the dumbest
fucking
shit.
Jerks.
Here's how you know it's bad. The other day, like I come with a fully complete written song. And we fucking hammer this thing out, and it sounds good. And then she comes in. She does it like her schedule is so fucked up. She only can come so many times. I'm like,
that's what she said.
Right. Well, that's what Kyle's
That's what they all say.
I was like, I will, whenever you
what
can
Kyle
get
said.
here, it's awesome because it's not like contingent. Our success isn't contingent, but like she makes everything better. And like, she's like,
Like an MSG.
she's literally like, can you?
And she can play bass too. Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck
play
you,
bass.
man. She plays better than I do. I don't play well to begin
She can
with.
sing better than me, so I
She
can
can sing
I can
better
make
than
that
me.
joke with
Well,
them.
to be fair, everybody can sing better than me. So like, fucking like.
Yeah, but
I
like you're the
understand,
roster
like-
gremlin. Anyway, she's like,
Cookie
hey,
Monster.
can you try to sing? Can you try this instead of that? And I'm like, yeah, I did, all right. And we fucking like,
She literally goes, "Can you do this? Can
Yeah.
you do that?
and like
you do this.
she'll arrange.
She'll
these
literally
harmonies,
arrange the other three of us singing."
And you're
we're
like,
"Yes,
fuck,
ma'am."
that is badass. Hell yeah. And what's crazy as shit is her brother, who was my roommate when my wife went to PA school, is in town. Who's a fucking musical genius as well. He was the
Shout
original.
out, Evan.
Shout out Evan Matthews, the original drummer at Capitol Speedway.
Capital Speedway.
Yeah. So he was the
Shit.
drummer at Capitol Speedway. He produced a hip hop album with this dude named Slim Tugboat that's pretty badass.
Oh, that guy. That guy.
We know that guy.
I've heard of
Yeah,
that guy.
We know that guy.
that guy.
He did the Blue Jelly Sweater Vest album that like most people don't know about. And,
What's up with this Slim Tugboat Bonsai fucking collaboration?
That needs to happen. Like I gotta see if I can go bail that dude out of jail. But yeah. Anyway, so Evan's gonna be in town this weekend to check out Kelby and Kyle's show, Chaos in the Crimson Wing at the bar.
Hey, are we going to that?
I'm gonna try to. I gotta
Fuck it.
see if my old lady will let me
Are we gonna go pass out flyers first?
We should probably.
pass out.
Yes.
Here's,
We should probably.
here's the thing:
pass
is
out
if you
flyers.
pass out condoms,
Oh, for like our show?
Yeah, for our show.
Yeah, we should
Put the
probably do
And
that.
then we go.
Yeah.
We go support other bands. Like,
Yeah, Rob,
It's-
tell them
that's
about the
how a
show.
scene's
What's
built.
going on with the show?
So it's the.
He's got a script.
There are 12 plus bands.
12-year-olds.
It's is it all ages or 12?
It's 12
it is all
plus.
ages. It's $10.
Yeah, it's $10.
Give me your script.
December 9th.
December 9th.
I'm gonna see if I can name all the bands
Oh, I can't
off the
do
top of my
I
head.
can't even do that.
All right, so Curly Q,
Yep.
Internet Girlfriend, Mutual Friends, Trial by Stone, Thunder the Snake, Defy the Tyrant, Dave's Last Band.
Yes.
Dave last
That's
night.
night.
Excuse me, Last Night. Excuse me, Dave's Last Night.
Okay, I got one right.
Retrograde.
Yeah.
That's 9, I think.
Ooh,
Satin.
Satin.
Satins.
Yep.
Satine.
Yep.
Fighting
The
Fine
Fetish, Rockadillions,
Fine Giants.
Fighting Giants. Wait,
No.
wait, no.
I'm giving you a hint.
Wait, Dave
Fighting
might be
Giants.
Giants.
He already said Dave's last
No,
night.
Dave Rose playing an acoustic thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dave
right,
last
yeah.
night. Yeah.
No, that's Dick's band. That's Dave's Last Night is
There's a
Dick's
Dick
band.
Right.
Yeah.
Dick's
band.
is the Dick band.
Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah,
That'd be a great
and then,
band.
But then Dave Rowe was doing acoustic too.
Okay.
They might be
So-
fight-
so
they
did
might
you
be
count the
fighting
Fetish?
giant dicks.
Yes. So
Oh,
I've
fighting-
got
like
five-
giant dicks,
13.
man.
And Rockadillions.
Yeah, we got those.
Okay. Fuck. Yep. And
It's like Godzilla
Versus Mothra.
versus Dicks.
It's a lot, man.
Wait, who are we missing?
I just named
About to
like
go
8 or
internet.
9
Yeah,
off the top of my
Chase.
You
head.
named
False
like-
Chase.
False
Oh,
Chase.
No,
Chase.
they're not playing.
Yeah, they are.
Yes,
Yeah,
they are.
yes, they
False
are.
Chase.
Yep.
False
False
Chase.
motherfucking
False
Chase.
fucking Chase.
West
False
Memphis
fucking
3.
Chase.
Oh yeah, the West Memphis 3 should be playing.
They're out of prison.
It's a fucked up documentary. Anyway,
No one will get that joke.
I
So
I did.
so I think this is a good time to roll out the red carpet for my brother Mason here. He has prepared a statement that he would like to make.
I did not have.
I did not
sexual
have
relations.
I'm attempting to do this in my best
did not.
radio
I
voice.
guarantee you he did.
Ready? I'm gonna do this in my best radio
I
voice.
smoked, but I did not
Pussy,
inhale.
pussy, marijuana.
All right, here we go. The
All right.
Performing
Pussy,
Arts
pussy,
Collective
pussy,
of Tallahassee, or
marijuana.
PACT, dedicated to helping at-risk youth in the Big Bend area through performing arts education and support. Their goal is to empower these young individuals through creativity, self-confidence, and positive social engagement, enabling them to achieve their full potential and contribute meaningfully to their communities. The Christmas Rock Festival show will raise money to support a new program with the P.A.C.T Center for Girls. The P.A.C.T Center for Girls since 1985 has provided girls and young women with opportunities for a better future through education, counseling, job training, and advocacy. PACT is launching a program with P.A.C.T, providing creative outlets and positive modes of expression by offering classes in audio engineering, hip-hop, dancing, and guitar. Local sponsors X101.5, Jim's Pianos, and Off the Record podcast are helping make this event possible and helping raise money for such a great cause. Come out Saturday, December 9th. I saw the S and was like September.
Ran with it.
Saturday, December 9th.
September.
At Legacy at the Riverfront, 14 of the best regional and national acts on 2 stages, all for one good cause. And what will be one hell of a night to remember. Join us as we have guitar giveaways, silent auctions, scavenger hunts. Doors are at 5 p.m. Tickets are at $10. It's an all-ages show, and if you can't make it, you know what you can do? You can go show your support and donate at www.pact.charity. You're welcome.
P-A-C-T.
Good job.
Almost. I mean,
good job.
Like,
Dude.
it means it's in September, but whatever.
And that's one of 3 sponsors for tonight's show.
Dude, it's...
We have an honorary sponsor, Eyecatcher Signs, who has made all my signs and this table and all our merch back in the Death-Defy day.
Let me try to shoot one of those. Eyecatcher Signs. When you're looking to set the tone with your merchandise, Eyecatcher Signs, Tallahassee's foremost expert in promotional apparatuses.
Wait, let me do one. Let me do one. Okay.
Apparati?
All right.
Apparati.
Let me do one.
It's Latin.
Yeah.
Eyecatcher Signs. They're good.
I bet they are good.
They're damn good.
Very good.
So I do want
Ocean Breeze Soap will get you clean.
I do want to shout out all the bands. I went over several of them. I did miss 1 or 2. And my sincere apologies because I'm an asshole. So we have Trial by Stone, Thunder the Snake, Defy the Tyrant, Satin, Internet Girlfriend, Falls Motherfucking Chase, Mutual Friends, The Fetish, The Sparrows, Curly Q, This Dying Breed.
Yes, This Dying Breed. We're all a bunch of fucking assholes.
As opposed to That Dying Breed.
Because those guys are awesome. We didn't fucking
we didn't
say those guys first.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yep. And of course, last but not least, Dave's last band. Last motherfucking night, god damn it.
And Dave Rowe.
And Dave Rowe, yep.
And I need you guys to do a radio spot for our final sponsor tonight.
Oh.
TaylorMade Motorcycles.
Yeah.
TaylorMade Motorcycles. When you're looking to get the wind beneath your... Well, I have nothing. Go ahead.
Veteran owned and operated.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
20-year factory-trained master certified technician and the only shop in this town that is drug-free.
TaylorMade Motors. What is it? TaylorMade Bikes, TaylorMade Cycles. What is it?
So, TaylorMade.
How do you not know this?
Was it Motors?
You're supposed to be my new best friend.
Motors Custom.
I thought
what
it
is
was.
it? TaylorMade Bikes. What is it?
TaylorMade Motorcycles.
TaylorMade Motorcycles, veteran owned and operated with 20 years experience in the factory certification, the only drug-free garage in the area. If you have an idea, TaylorMade Motorcycles can make it happen. Come see Jeremy and the gang down at TaylorMade Motorcycles, and let's put those ideas on the road.
We'd have to do that sometime when I'm not laughing. That'd be great. That'd be great.
Anybody else need some? Oots cheese balls.
What about TaylorMade Motorcycles? They're better than cheese balls.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
You got that hell yeah, brother voice,
Hell yeah,
too.
brother.
I love it.
But I don't like cheese on my balls.
Sweetheart, that's not what you were saying the other night.
Hey-o.
Oh.
Hey, man, when I go down to Daytona Bike Week and I'm looking to slide up into somebody's physical DMs, first thing I'm doing is making a call to TaylorMade Motorcycles. Custom bikes that'll make even the driest roads wet. You know what I'm saying? Come on down to TaylorMade Motorcycles where we can make your ideas a reality.
Wow. Oh.
That's pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Tailor-made motorcycles. You might be a dumbass, but you look fucking cool on them, and you got a 97% chance of getting laid.
Have you found yourself in a midlife crisis looking to dig yourself out of that divorce? Come on down to Tailor Made Motorcycles, where we can make your ex-wife more jealous than a coon dog chasing after a coon. Come on down, that's right. Tailor Made Motorcycles, 20 years, factory experience, drug-free workplace, veteran-owned. If you're looking to set the tone before you bone, no better place to do it than Tailor Made Motorcycles.
Nice.
I'm stealing
What
that.
about this one?
Set the tone before you bone.
Tailor-made motorcycles. We don't do drugs, but we're not narcs.
True story.
It gets so good, like it just writes itself. Tailor-made motorcycles. Listen, if you're down for twisted T's and Plan B's, come on down. We'll make your dreams a reality. 2-wheel bikes, 3-wheel bikes, bikes that you can ride backwards. If it's an idea you can have, we can bring it to life. Tailor-made, custom, veteran-owned, 20 years experience. Come on down.
I think you found your voiceover.
I think we're on to something now.
I mean, do you need a Russian accent?
Did you say twisted T's and Plan B's?
Twisted T's and Plan B?
That's fucking great.
I didn't make it up.
I just designed a
He didn't make
t-shirt.
that up.
Twisted T's and Plan B.
That might be a song in the Thunder the Snake.
Oh, I'm stealing that
repertoire.
fucking song too. I'm stealing all your shit. Hell
Stab
yeah.
somebody in a Waffle House,
That's fun.
and it's you got Act 3.
And I just made a t-shirt design that says "For a Good Time, Call
Oh, there
677-1948," which is my shop number.
677-1498. Taylor.
1948.
1948.
Good year.
Yeah, the year you were born.
Good year. Yeah.
Well, you're dressed like Grandpa.
Wow. Last week,
Wow.
Mason quit the band.
That's fine. We got Shelby.
She don't play my
All right, I got some
Hey, look, when I quit
questions.
the band, she can take over for me too.
I got some questions from the fetish for
From
you
the
guys.
fetish? Okay.
From the fetish.
The fetish.
This is
Those guys are
pre-planned.
good. Those guys are dope. I like that band.
Yes.
They hand wrote them on note cards.
Not
Keep it old school around here.
I love that.
Those cheese balls, I actually made them earlier.
they tasted homemade.
This dude does not do the internet right here.
I churned
The butter
your
to make the
balls.
cheese.
for the
To make
cheese.
balls.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It does.
It's logical to me.
Don't churn butter to me.
Tailor made.
Why wouldn't you?
Give me that fetish question.
You need rennet.
I don't have any.
First thought when you
That has
wake
nothing
up.
to do with churning
First
butter.
thought when I wake up, fuck, I gotta go to work.
We'll narrow it down to today.
Yep.
To today.
Today.
Usually it's fuck, I gotta go to work.
Yep.
Wait, first thought of the day?
Yeah, when you wake up at noon, what's your first thought?
That seems like a shot. I wake up at 9, so I have 3 hours to
PM.
go. Try not to kill myself today.
Actually, you know what? First thought is at 6:30 when my alarm goes off, it's like 5 more minutes, and then I'll snooze it, and then I'll get up. Then it's fuck, I gotta go to work. I think I should just be independently wealthy.
I like that idea.
I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, but
Yeah. I thought about
It's
starting a
simple.
band.
It's not hard, but it's simple.
right. I just need
Wait, no, it's hard. It's
Would
very
you give
simple.
up your chili ring to one of those people that like had like a lot of money and be like, listen, you'll never have to work a day in your life if you give me that chili ring.
Is that your butthole?
Yeah.
In a second. Yeah.
I guess probably.
Put some chili on it too, though.
For
No.
how long?
That would burn though.
I really like working.
Well,
One time?
One time.
One time.
And let's say he's a slow burner too, where it's like
Just like
45
one
minute
dip.
sesh. No.
But like, what if they like talk
full
like?
on glazed
What if they
donut.
like talk like really
Like-
like nice to you and like build up your confidence though? It's like.
I don't know, man. You know what?
Thank you. I do read at a fucking higher grade level than like my age is. Thank you for noticing that.
You know, it's a weird thing. You
There's
always
no
hear people
grade
say.
49.
No, there is.
When guys,
Like, tell me you've never fucking like had a dream where you're still in fucking high school. So fucking.
all the time.
you know what, like guys,
I'm late for class. I'm 42 years old. What the fuck?
My 1 year of high school was not very memorable.
That was only 1
I
year.
remember
Like
all
in
4 years,
proportion
yeah.
to your lifespan, it was
1
pennies.
year was that was a blink.
Do you think about like weird shit like dudes say? You ever like you have that guy you're friends
relax.
with? No. They're out and about and be like, oh yeah, she could get it. Be like, no shit, she could get it, bro. She's a gal. If she's like, hey, come and get this, you'd be like, yes, ma'am. Like no guys would be like, oh no thanks, no che for me. Every dude is like, yeah, literally, she could get it. Like you're fucking offering something. You ever think about that? But then the question is,
I'm not sure. Yeah.
do guys on the same team say, oh yeah, he could get it? It's
Yes.
things I think about.
Oh yeah, man. I fucking like root for my boys. I'm like, yeah, dude, go get that. Like,
No.
I'll give you a fucking
I
like,
mean, like,
pep talk. Like,
He's talking about gay dudes.
which.
yeah, me too. Yeah, fuck
Well,
yeah.
then, here's the thing: is like,
Fuck yeah, go get it, dude.
Do gay
Fucking, like,
guys
be
talk
happy.
about other gay dudes like straight guys talk about gals? Like he
Yes.
could get it. I don't know.
Have you never worked with a gay dude?
No, the answer is
I
yes.
have, but they're never like,
They're
oh
way
In the
yeah.
bar.
The answer is
They-
yes.
they-
Go get
they-
it. Be happy. Yes.
They act exactly the same way we do. It's
Okay.
about dudes.
Yeah, go smash that.
If
place.
not,
they're
if
literally
not
like,
worse.
I
cool with it.
want to f that dude. And you're like, go for it, bro.
Chili ring.
They're like, I want to
So,
eat that chili ring.
the
I'm
ch-
like,
The chili ring.
what do I need to help
You ever
to
see
do
that whole chili ring thing came from? You ever watch the people that interview
Like
people at
Benicio del
Daytona?
Toro.
No, oh yeah, he could get it. I mean,
I'm just saying, he would say chili ring.
they go
He
they
would
go
use that
interview
as a
people in
term.
Daytona, and they're like, "What are you here for?" And you're like, "I'm here for going fast and left in the chili ring." And you're like, "What the fuck
Don't
is
you talk about my Uncle Donnie.
Uncle Danny?"
And thanks for watching Off the Rails podcast.
Oh, speaking of off the rails, we're debuting 2 or 1
2.
or 3.
We played Dirt Track, haven't we?
Yeah, but then we're debuting 2 or 3 new songs.
Oh wait, are we talking about a show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
December
You know we're playing
9th.
a show together?
Oh yeah, we should do that.
Back on the
December
rails.
9th at Emerald Lagasse on the River. We're playing. We'll be debuting our song Waffle House Night Fight.
The Iron Chef.
No, that's Emerald Lagasse.
No, he wasn't an Iron Chef. That was Bobby Flay.
Yeah, boy.
And Masahari.
Masahari Arigato
Yeah.
or whatever.
But-
Yeah.
Morimoto.
Morimoto. Yeah.
But like,
Dude, the fucking Japanese version of Iron Chef was
Yes.
fucking
So much
awesome.
better.
Yep.
So
A
much
squeeze on,
Squeeze on?
and you're like,
Squeeze on?
and you're like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, he's taking cheese balls, he's mincing them into a fine powder. He's gonna bread the anus of a sea
Octopus.
urchin and an octopus, and then he's gonna deep fry it in olive oil and baby calf's urine. And you're like, oh shit, that sounds delicious. The American one's not as cool. It's just
Wait.
like,
but the
Squeeze
dude,
on?
Squeeze on?
but he was in that fucking like capoeira, fucking like '90s fucking like movie.
if you're lucky.
You know, like the host, that
I
dude,
don't.
like
I'm excited for it. Oh, the fucking
it
the
was like-
original squeeze
it was like,
on.
It was like Only the Strong or some shit like that.
Well,
That guy?
the host guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh shit, there's more questions. I used to
What's up,
climb
guys?
the ceiling between
Dick! They're
Dick.
like we were
Walls.
talking about you, Dick.
and people
Cue
would
the
work.
muses. Fighting Giants,
I
fuck
used to
yeah.
climb to the ceiling
Dave's
between
last
the
night,
walls
fuck
and
yeah,
people
Dick.
would walk
We were
under me
talking
and
about
Dude,
our
bathroom.
Cue the Muses is
Never-
fucking amazing. Like, if you guys haven't
Dick
watched
Bird's
Cue the
talking about
Muses,
fucking and setting up a perch over
What?
Big Daddy's
Only
bed.
only the strong survive.
Got rid of all of them.
That's real good right there.
oh wait, that is that the guy? Yeah.
If I had,
Dick gets it.
He says, if I had a buckle for all the times I grabbed a sea urchin's gooch.
that's a delicacy in some places.
Says, it's up, dog.
That's real cool. Yeah, welcome to the party there, Mr. Dick Buck.
Yes.
Oh, you got a dick pic?
Check them out.
Yeah, normally you think Dick Podcast, you think
Dick pic!
Dick
Oh,
Van
I want a
Dyke.
dick pic so bad.
But it's a Dick Buck dick pic.
Cue the muses. Check them out. When Dick, put your link up in the chats and shit.
In the thing.
I think you guys go on Tuesdays at 7:30, sometime in there. Anyways, whenever you guys upload, put that in there. We do have a shitload of.
Speaking
questions
of,
that we
Dick will be on the show on the day before, on December 8th.
December 8th.
Yes.
Yes. Dick Burke will be in studio. We're doing a special
Fuck yeah.
show.
Yep. Doing a Friday show.
Piece of it for
We will have Chris
Chris and Alicia.
and Alicia on, is that December 3rd?
It should be the
That
Wednesday. right before the show.
Wednesday before the
It's
show.
the one right before the
Yep,
show.
and then we're having Dick on the day before,
Have Dick
on Friday the 9th.
Mm-hmm.
You're having Dick on where?
Every day. Oh, Friday the
I just have like
Yeah.
Friday
Dick
the
on.
8th.
For Friday
I
the
like
8th.
dick on more than dick off. So it's
Have you ever had spotted dick?
you know.
Yes, I have. Yeah, it's all right.
Beans on toast?
Yep. Oh,
A proper
shit on
Irish
shingles?
breakfast?
I'm an English.
Should be
A proper English breakfast?
Yes, full English. That's my shit.
Streaky bacon?
The fucking the black pudding.
I don't
Yes.
like the fucking grilled tomatoes. But I don't like tomatoes.
Yeah, there's some things
For
about I can.
breakfast,
The
yeah,
mushrooms
like
are-
green bean, like
the
fucking like
mushrooms are
baked
what I
beans
can't
and
get.
grilled tomatoes. Like yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
a
can-
fucking
I can
proper
fuck with-
English
I can
breakfast.
fuck with baked beans. It's the mushrooms.
The beans on toast is fucking
A,
delicious.
they're not the right mushroom. And B,
They are good. Fucking
I mean, look.
fully clothed.
Oh, look.
I won't go into
If you
that.
gotta be in England, you
off the
better be on
record.
mushrooms.
Yeah. No, I loved England.
It's the only country I've ever been to other than the States is England.
So you went to the losers.
Wow.
Yes.
I went
Yes,
to
we did.
London and I went to
Twice,
a place called-
actually.
I mean,
But I went to Anfield
Wolverhampton.
and I've been to Old Trafford.
Yeah, we went to a joint
Buck.
Wolverhampton, which is there's a soccer club there. The fucking Wolverhampton Wolves, I guess.
Oh,
is what they were.
Wolverhampton. Fuck yeah.
Award.
That's
Yeah.
a legit club, man.
Well, I was
Fuck yeah,
in that
dude.
town to run an obstacle race in my youth in the middle of winter.
apparently he fucked up their football club.
No, anyway, people were wild. It was nice. They were just like, "Oh, you guys are a fucking bunch of Yanks."
Yep.
I'm like, "No, we're from the South. We're
No,
not Yanks."
no, we're Yanks, all of us.
Do you know where the fucking term Yankees come from?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, because we're
What's that?
winners.
The Northerners.
Doodles.
No, fucking up north was settled by Dutch people,
Yeah.
and the fucking Dutch last common names are Keys and Yonk.
Ah,
So Yonkies, and people fucking put them together because they hate the fucking Dutch.
no shit.
Yonkies.
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
I did not know that. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
white people hating white people. Yeah.
No, it's just a fucking
Well,
Dutch.
white
man.
on white crimes, not a big deal.
You just gotta remember, if it ain't Dutch, it ain't much. Think about that Dutch Masters. Who hasn't? I mean, those guys.
I mean, he has.
You know about Dutch Masters, right?
Do I look like somebody that would smoke the marijuana?
Not at all, dude. You have dreadlocks. Not at all.
Is that a weed thing? Dutch
I
Masters?
think Dutch Masters, which
I don't even know.
I
what
believe
weed
it's
is.
what Snoop Dogg used to roll blunts with, but in the South they roll
I
blunts
mean, yeah,
with
you just like you
backwoods.
get like some Dutch Masters from the store and you like smoke some like cigars.
Oh shit! Now I know
yeah,
what
you
you're
don't
talking
like
about.
break them apart and like
You don't
roll
take
back
a
up
Dutch.
weed
You don't
marijuana.
sparking up a
the
Dutch.
marijuanas.
You
the
would
hippity
never
hop
put-
guys
make a
talking
marijuana
about.
cigarette.
That mean you were taking the pot.
Oh yeah, no
Don't take the pot,
The only
dude.
pots I like are the ones Mom would boil the taters in.
Oh.
It's the only
Yes.
kind of
I
pot
hope
I
she
can
has
do.
some
Cast
fucking
iron.
greens in that shit, dude. Though. A little bacon.
What, like the collard greens?
Yeah.
I fucking love green. Olive greens. Anyway, raisins and potato salad. Where's everybody at on that?
No,
Right?
no.
Somebody ruined it for all of us.
Oh, bro, your video.
You had me with fuck no on potato salad in the first place.
You got to think about it. Potato salad's kind of a weird thing. It's like a cold batch of baked potato.
First of all, your
And
German
mayonnaise.
ancestors are
And-
Like, put some
Yeah,
right
but
there.
German
Ma- ma-
salad's completely.
Like,
mayonnaise.
cold,
Right, but
and
that's
then,
where
like,
it came
pour
from.
some
That's where it
mustard
came
on it.
from.
Mayonnaise, mustard, and relish.
That's where it came from.
That's southern potato salad. So
Yeah.
German
Well, yeah.
potato
That's
salad.
not cooking.
I'm Floridian, so
Like,
yeah.
there's like the South, like actually is known for like good food. That's not cooking.
Potato
Like,
salad.
Potato
Cold
salad.
fucking potatoes, like chopped up with like mustard and relish and
Marinades.
mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Some people put egg in them.
I will admit to you,
That's cheating.
it's
dude.
not my favorite.
Dude, like,
Then
I'd
again-
rather just eat a
Good
potato
potato
with.
salad,
I would rather
like-
just eat a potato.
The
and heat
potato
it up
salad
and
at
put mustard
Summer's
on it.
Smokehouse is made fresh daily and is bad as fuck. That shit is delicious.
We got some more questions?
Have you ever felt horrible about how you played after a show?
Every time.
Yes.
Every single time.
Anybody
Number one,
ever see
the
our
first
merch?
Thunder the Snake show, when my bass rig fell apart, I felt like absolute hot diarrhea. And what was crazy as shit is Brian Gibby with Cowhouse Productions came and he's like, shit happens, man. Really good set, though. I was like, the fuck it was.
That's so nice.
And he's like, you guys want to play the moon? I was like, wait, play the what? Like Elon Musk, the moon? He's like, no, the moon in Tallahassee. I was like, yeah. And that's how we got there. Even so, the moral of the story is, kids, even in your darkest moment, when shitty things happen, something good can happen. And we were able to play the moon.
Pretty sure that was a Kill Switch lyric.
In your darkest moment, yeah. Even, it probably would be. Even in your darkest moment, play the moon. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it was a Howard lyric.
Probably, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I felt like shit after a show. Shane, never.
Yeah, but I was at that show, and it wasn't your fault.
Right.
It was a
But
malfunction.
I mean, that's the same thing.
The
You know,
sound
your
chick was
therapist tells you
zero.
about your parents getting a
kind of
divorce.
his
It's not
fault.
your fault, but really it
The
is.
sound chick was zero fucking help.
Yeah.
She
But
just stood at the front of the stage staring at you like, "Wah."
what are you gonna do about it? I'm like,
I thought
is there
that-
anything coming out of the DI? Yeah. What are you gonna do about it? I'm like, you're the worst.
For you, it might have been terrifying. For me, it was fucking hilarious.
I hate you, Dad.
The show went on, and it was what it was. But I felt for you. But you
Yeah.
kind of rocked it out. You were like, "Hey, fuck it, I'm air
for
guitar
me,
now."
too.
Pretty much.
I
At this
beat the
point.
shit out of that thing and prayed that like the PA, the DI box hit it. So anyway, yeah, that's about it. Buck, you ever play a show where you're like, "Fuck, man, that sucked real bad," and you feel bad about yourself?
Yes, I know he has.
Jeremy knows exactly what. You all know.
No,
You
actually.
all know. the
No,
answer to this
uh-uh.
question.
The show you showed your wiener at?
I fucking wish,
that's
man.
every
Like,
First of all, he's shown his wiener like 9
Dude.
shows.
Showed his wiener
May-
earlier.
may-
that
may-
I've been at.
Buck, maybe I just haven't seen you enough. I haven't.
All right.
I haven't seen you have a bad show. Not.
dude, fucking,
I missed his show, and I texted him the next day. I'm like, "How was it?" He's
You
like, "I'm
fucking-
so fucking glad you weren't there."
dude, like you fucking, you like reached out and you were like, "Yo, I heard that shit was fucking awful." So, the Trial by Stone has been doing this shit for fucking like
72 years.
73 years, and finally played the moon,
Yeah.
and we shit the bed
You know what the missing link was?
on that one. Like
They didn't book us with you.
it wouldn't like fucking hell yeah, because like, we went to your show with the moon.
And you were like,
And-
the energy's
and
great.
You guys fucking, and I thought you guys sounded great, and like talking to you guys afterwards, and you were like, "Oh man, our stage sound was
that was
fucking-
the night the sound
wasn't
guy-
great and stuff." And but like, so like, we did like the Gibby like kind of like local like showcase too, and like we like really try to like help out like the other bands and like backline shit like when like bands are like showing up with like a fucking like 15-watt like fucking like
Right.
8-inch fucking like speaker like fucking like
If you say like one more time, I swear to God.
Like,
I'm trying to like.
Get it together, brother.
I'm
He's trying to like be political.
So I think what happened.
I'm trying to not be. I'm trying to not be an asshole and talk shit, but it's like we shit the bed. We shit the bed.
Well, there's a lot going on with that show.
We shit the bed.
The first one, the turnout was really good comparatively.
Oh yes.
Did you?
It was unlistenable.
So
An unlistenable set.
the first show, the turnout was really good. There were 3 bands that drew really, really well, and the other handful of them okay. And then they kind of got, they were like, okay, that went well, let's book another one. And then they kind of got greedy and like booked another one right after it. But it's like you put all these bigger bands together on 2 events, and then not saying you guys are less of a band, but there's less of a draw with. Like, there were bands on that bill where it was like, wait a minute, how long have they been a band? They're like, oh, just today. You're like, oh, cool. And then it was like Trial by Stone. It's almost like you were set up. We
just fucked it up.
And that being said,
just fucked it up.
our first go around sound wise,
And I admit that.
fucking
Like
awesome.
I talked to Gibby about that. I talked to those
thing
guys.
is, he's the
It's like,
most forgiving.
Yeah,
when
we
it
just
comes to
fucked
that
up.
shit.
You know,
Right.
it was like 18. We've been doing this for 18 years, and that's the lowest point of 18 years. And it's like.
It's
Yep.
fucked up because
Sorry.
it haunts you.
Oh yeah, and it will fucking haunt me to my grave, dude.
I don't remember.
They ain't asking us back. We're never playing the moon again. They're not asking us
The benefit
back.
to
dude.
that
Yeah.
is this. I would tell you, Scott Carswell is not probably going to be in the game much longer. Like, the dude's been doing it for 100 years, man, and he's done it at the highest level you can. There's going to be a time that venue's got to change hands. And then on top of that, it was like, not being an asshole, but like, I've worked a ton of events at the Moon with Combat Night and all that stuff. He doesn't hang out there. Like, the dude, like, he knows what's up. He brings guys that he want. Like, if Willie Nelson plays the Moon, Scott is there. If, you know, this Shane Smith and the Saints show that's coming in January, he'll probably be there because, like, that's stuff he's into. But, like, he's literally seen everybody on their way up, everybody on their way down, and everything in between. So he's not the one that's doing the booking. Promoters contact him, and he's like, yeah, all right, that'll make me money. Sounds good. That being said, there's hope that you can play there again.
If it helps
Did you have a great time playing there though?
The first time was so awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it was, you know, I can tell you, like, the first big concert I ever saw in Tallahassee that I remember was my first concert at the Moon as, like, a young adult was Better Than Ezra at the Moon. I was, like, a freshman in college, and they played with fucking, what's that band? Art Alexakis. Everclear and Better Than Ezra, or maybe it might have been Jimmy's Chicken Shack, but I remember it was Better Than Ezra, and like, I love that show. I saw Kid Rock play at the Moon. Kid Rock played at the Moon, and he played every fucking instrument. He sang, he played the guitar, he played the drums, he played the bass.
Really?
Went all the way around, played all the shit. Seen Drive-By Truckers, The Hold Steady at the Moon. A lot of great bands I got to see at the Moon. And what's cool is we're starting to see, hopefully he's starting to reach back, like they're starting to book stuff back again. And like, even the Civic Center, it's really weird because like Tallahassee's a weird market.
Nobody comes to here on tour, man. Like,
well, the problem is we're a tweener town. So Pensacola people go, there's a military base there. Jacksonville, there's a military base. Orlando is a big city. Tampa's a big city, and we're in between Atlanta, and most people don't.
Well, we're at fucking like Tallahassee is going to be like a Wednesday or Thursday on tour.
Right.
You're not playing Tallahassee on fucking Friday or Saturday.
Right, and look, and you think about it, it's like Turnpike Troubadours. Probably, I'm the only person in the room that probably actually knows anything about that band, and like they're a great band. But then when you go and see the Civic Center, is charging fucking $250 fucking dollars to see a band that 2 years ago I saw at I saw at the Tall Timbers Research for fucking $30 and sat on the lawn and drank beer all day. Why the fuck would I pay $250 to see him?
That showed me, you, and Terry.
That was the drive-by.
They didn't play that one.
They played the Nectar.
Oh.
But Tallahassee's a weird market to book, man, and we're seeing that trying to book. Like we've tried to play out of town, and like we don't even want money. We just want the opportunity. Like if you just said, "Hey, man, come down to Panama City and play at Doodoo Puss Maroney's. You're gonna play with this band and that band." We'd be like,
dude, Doodoo Puss? That's gonna be the next one. My fucking album, fucking Doodoo Puss.
If I can get a picture on stage at Doodoo Puss,
Can we form
Some
a
people say
fucking three-piece called Doodoo Puss?
some people say it's the CBGBs of the South. Old Doodoo Puss.
Doodoo
Maroney's
Puss.
at Panama
CBGBs of the South.
But like that's the thing is like people we're at the point in time where like this is our hobby, man. Like I don't give a flying fuck to make money. I just don't want it to cost me a shit ton of money to go play. So what's crazy now is the benefit coming out of COVID and the drawback is everybody's getting paid. Like Gibby will tell you when he books you, he's like, listen, everybody gets paid, there's no guest list. I'm like, cool. And like you actually get money. Whereas before it was like these guys came from Saskatchewan and they're playing and they're going to get the door, and you're like, yeah, that's fine. It's a local show.
Yeah, they're getting the door. That's all your friends that showed up to play.
Right, but it was like the foreign the bands that were out of town, right?
Which is like, but it's just like, why the fuck does it ever work out for us when we're on tour and this is like.
We're in Ozark, Alabama. We're like getting paid no money.
It's like a Tuesday in fucking South Carolina, and it's like, why don't we get the door?
We went on a fucking thing where it was like,
happened.
Yeah, right.
So the one benefit when we had Rob as a manager, one of the benefits of having Rob as a manager is he would fucking do show swaps. And when you go to their town, you're supposed to get the door. And when they come to your town, he gets the door, or they get the door.
Well, that's what we started doing.
We got
not even the door guarantee.
We got
so I would risk losing fucking money, like in our town, to guarantee that we get money.
That's all.
On the road,
that's what we would do.
So we played. We went on
try
tour.
To
ended up in
everybody you know, come fucking show up to see this band from Nashville. You don't have to stay to see our band. You've seen us before, but I'm going to pay for this if you guys don't show up.
Yeah.
So we played a show in Daytona where the owner was like, "Oh yeah, I'll get with your manager." Didn't pay us, so Rob booked like 5 of their fucking band after band for the same person, and every time gave us the money until
we weren't even playing the show
until he was even. And
he was ruthless.
They were fucking.
It was beautiful. He'd be like, "Here's the money from last night
show
when
up.
Doodoo Puss was playing." We're like, "Who the fuck is that? This fucking shitty punk rock man from that same asshole who didn't pay you guys."
That asshole that stiffed you guys
when you guys were down in Daytona.
And he's like, so I stiffed 5 of his bands, and what happened is nobody ever would fuck him back over. So it was badass. Like I miss that dude.
I miss Molly Brown's.
man. Colton, I know that guy. Hey, one of my guys is in the chat. Actually,
that's my cousin.
Look at that! Our Dick Bark says, "Can't wait to hear Toner to sneak." I've never seen him live yet.
Oh, you are in for a treat, son.
You're ready.
I might have to do ball sack origami.
Everybody go look up Crotch Duster.
Crotch Duster?
Just look up Crotch Duster.
All you're gonna find is Mason's overalls.
No, not Crotch Duster. Oh yeah, Molly Brown's.
Yeah.
No, but literally Molly Brown's. Like,
that's literally what they wrote the song about.
We went on tour and took fucking Pete from
Barbarino.
Pete from Ultimate Sound Lighting.
Pete Barbasol.
We took him on tour with us, and we're in Daytona, and we're playing at the Seabreeze.
Yeah, it was
some tiny little. It was about as big as your studio, and
it was actually smaller than Big Daddy's.
Yeah,
that's the sad part.
Damn. And we got there early.
It was like the same layout.
Yeah,
but it was just like a hair smaller.
So we go to the venue, and everybody's like, "Oh, let's go eat." And there's a cool restaurant. We go eat, and on the way out, across the street is a gentleman's club. Called Molly Brown's.
World famous Molly Brown's. If you've never been to Daytona and never heard of Molly Brown's,
I know exactly.
You haven't? Yeah, exactly.
The door guy.
If you're from Florida or you've been around Florida, you know Molly Brown's.
It's up there.
And Molly Brown's too.
So the door guy sees us walking out of the restaurant. He's like, gentlemen, come here. And we're like, yeah, what's up? He's like, would you guys like to come into the gentleman's
Like,
club?
we
He's
don't want to pay for that.
man, we're playing a show down the street, man.
Like,
We don't
come on in.
play entries. Like, your cover's on me. I was like, cover's on you to go to a titty bar?
He's wearing a fucking tuxedo.
Dude's in a suit.
in the middle of Daytona.
He's talking to
in like fucking August.
He's talking to
like,
a bunch of dirty ass rednecks in a metal band.
Dude,
Everybody's in
Dude,
black.
that's what I'm saying. It's like I do like that
Smell like fucking
like that
roasted
moment.
cabbage.
It's just like, yo, dude, like you guys don't let people like me into
Right.
you're like I'm just gonna give you the heads up. You don't let people like me into
So
your establishment.
dude lets us
And
in.
yet they did.
Covers. They fucking walk us from the fucking ID thing and
Meanwhile,
put us.
it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon because we had to load in at like 4 for this fucking club.
They walk us
It's
in and
still
put us right in
daylight.
front of the fucking stage.
They're just like,
And I'm like,
what little
The
money do you
sniffers
have?
out.
what
Yeah.
the fuck, man?
No,
This
it's
is
like
wild.
we're dealing with like the maybe B team, most likely C team.
Like
But-
back brace. They're like,
There's a
they're-
lot more
they're
effort
like-
in those cats.
They
So-
try so much. They try so much. harder.
I'm not a huge fan of strip clubs. Like,
I am.
my thing is like, if I can't actually participate, then I don't want you to touch me. And like, I don't care. I was like, I can see all that stuff on the internet for free. But our guitar player
It's
at the
like
time,
you realize Pornhub's free, right? You know?
right? All right. Well, they didn't have it back then. Back then, it was you just you get a magazine from your stepdad's vault.
It's Uncle Randy.
Uncle Randy, dirty Uncle Randy with
Uncle
an eye.
Randy.
Anyway,
Dirty
Easy
Uncle
Riders
Randy.
catalog. to
so we
find
had
out the words.
a young
You gotta steal that out of his trailer while he's not home.
we had a young Jayford Bartholomew Quinn with us.
The old
who had
ball.
never been to an adult establishment, and he is just fucking beat red. And I'm looking at him, and Shane looks at him, and I was like, he's never been to a strip club before. And he's like, I was like, you ever been to a strip club? He's like, I was like, cool. There was one gal that was like, this.
She was a ginger.
She was ginger, but she had that.
She's more ginger than
She
me.
had that meow about her, where you're like, I'd find out what that's about. Of course you would, but if it was offered to me, I would not turn it down. Right?
She was thickums.
She was sturdy gal, you know.
Thick with
but,
2 C's.
But like in the good way, like the
That's
kind
what
of
I'm saying.
yeah.
Thick with 2 C's. Every guy knows exactly what I'm saying.
So this gal, I
Like
was
the
like,
white Megan
I
Thee
reached in
Stallion.
my pocket, and I'm like, I got $40 to last me this weekend. I was like, hey, make him a man, and I hand her $40. She's like, that guy? I was like, She takes Jay back to the VIP, and we don't see him for like fucking 20 minutes. And I'm like, he comes back, and like he's like flush and sweating, and he's beat red.
He's a pale fucker
And
too.
and I'm like, what happened? He's like, I can't. What didn't happen? I was like, I don't know, man. What happened? He's like, I don't want to talk about it right now. I'm like, okay, cool. All right. We gotta go load in, and we get to load in, and he's still kind of like fucking nervous and shaking. I was like, dude, did she like tongue punch your butthole or something? What's up? And he's like, and he couldn't get it out. But apparently, this lady literally turned him into a man in this VIP room. I was like, oh, $40 in Daytona gets you a lot further than I would have ever expected. So, yeah, wow. And then she came to our show. So,
Dude, we fucking did that twice in Mons Venus.
see, that's
Like fucking
Montana.
like fucking
And a
playing
pony.
Vegas.
we never got to play.
That was scores. in
We never
Vegas.
got to play Janice, but we would play fucking
You play Sweet
808 or 809, whatever it was, right across the street.
15.
It was like the 200 person kind of like venue, like punk rock venue.
Right.
It was the same booking, and then after the show, everybody goes there to Mons Venus. It's like, okay, cool. It's like, like it's just like
Not the brass mug, but
The pizza joint.
brass
right, Nick?
mug, dude.
It was brass-
we used to
you
play
talking
that.
about the- yeah,
we used to play that shit in
we
fucking
played
my
brass
punk
mug.
rock band in fucking
Yeah.
high school, dude.
The pizza joint.
that was in the
next door to
90s.
Mons Venus.
You mentioned
Yeah.
Janice.
Brass mug.
Brass
That's the
mug.
first time.
Are you talking about Janice Landing?
Janice
You
Landing,
said-
yeah,
you
outside
said-
of St. Pete. Yeah,
You said Janice.
That's right. Cheese balls, baby.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Chase
Pete.
Balls.
Boots.
They've been chewing on them. I'm glad I.
Yeah, we thought about getting them, but yeah,
I don't even know who T.A.
Wait,
is.
did you guys play Janice?
no. We played the Brass Mold a couple times.
Yeah, we played brass mug.
I saw Insane Clown Posse there like 5 fucking times.
Did you know Topanga from fucking Boy Meets World is a fucking juggalo?
Juggalette.
Juggalette, yeah, Juggalette.
Nick Giacoletti. Sounds like a dude that was in the pen.
We should all we should start an internet campaign for us to go play the Juggalo Fest, whatever the fuck it's called.
Let's
Do it.
man.
It's called
Just-
The Gathering.
Yeah, just
fucking hate shit,
because
man.
Juggalo the Gathering.
I don't
fucking
think,
hate Juggalos.
I don't know if I could do it, man. I would.
Which is
I would-
why
Dude,
I
we
have.
have
would-
too much fucking hair. It's like,
I would
you want
get-
to paint your face with like hair?
No, I'm not gonna paint anything. I wanna be on the bill and then shit talk Juggalos the entire time.
Which is why I have no Shane tattoos, because I have an entire ICP fucking arm
Yeah, see?
over here.
Oh, look at
So-
Kyle Barano talking.
By the way, hey, shout out your shop.
No,
If you
we
want
don't.
to.
We don't do Juggalo tattoos.
No, you don't.
Prime Tattoo
He does
Company,
not-
30 years experience in the
Hey,
tattoo
hey,
game.
hey, except
we go.
for Jeremy Tapscott, he's got Juggalo tattoos.
Prime Tattoo Company, located down a Railroad Square, 30 plus years of experience, fine lines, bright colors. If you're looking for a badass way to celebrate your individuality, look no further than Prime Tattoo Company in Tallahassee, Florida.
Better not get it done.
Oh, that one's good.
Oh yeah. You want me to do one for free?
Oh, wait, this one.
He refuses to be the announcer while I get laid. I just want him to like little stand.
It's like commentary.
Yeah.
It's like,
He'll be like,
now he's entering her. He's doing a good job.
look at the
Shane,
stroke.
Shane, please pay more attention to your game on the
See, I would-
labia
I would-
majora.
I would prefer that.
But you're doing a good job. Like whisper something dirty in her ear. Like you're doing a good job. Tell yourself you're doing a good job.
Pat yourself on the back.
That's my inner monologue. For
So that
the
dude
rest
and I
of
used to
You
work
love
together
me. You
at
love
a historic
underground talk.
joint, and on the weekends when things were slow, that dude and I would procure all the keys to this historic venue and would unlock doors that probably haven't been unlocked for 30 or 40 years.
Oh, it's like playing Zelda the second time around.
Dude, and like legit would like at the end of the shift would be just filthy because we were crawling under and in shit and talking to
I think this is
spiders. And,
sexual innuendo, but I'm not
not
sure.
at all. Not at
Oh
all.
wait, this is about sex. Oh,
No.
I don't know
Do we
what's
want
about.
one for Proof Brewing while we're at it?
oh, fucking do me up, baby.
Proof Brewing, Tallahassee's first and foremost micro brewery, and getting after it, making the tastiest brews from German style Oktoberfest to mango wit. Proof is in the pudding, and it is in Tallahassee.
That's it, right there. Just fucking talk pudding to me, baby.
Dude, how
Clean
about
up.
some fucking boutique pudding?
Clean up.
That'd be where boutique pudding. That's where it's at,
That's what Grandma makes.
dude. Some like fucking artisanal pudding.
It better be banana with
What do you
fucking
do for a living? We're
with
like, oh,
vanilla wafers in that pudding.
I own an
You
artisanal-
better have vanilla wafers in your
I own
pudding.
an artisanal pudding.
Can we start a side
shop.
project called Artisanal Pudding? Can it be a Limp Biscuit tribute band?
Artisanal pudding.
Artisanal pudding.
Hell yeah, but I'm not being Fred Durst. You got to be Fred Durst.
Speaking of pudding,
Fred Squirts.
Wheeler Walker Jr. came out with another album
Oh, I love me some Wheeler.
called Ram. He's got a
love it.
song called Puddin', and it's all about putting his dick where it don't belong.
I feel like
It's probably the best country music I've ever heard in my life.
That's my spirit.
they
animal
should
right
definitely
there.
book
Right.
Wheeler Walker Jr. in Tallahassee and have Thunder the Snake and
Yes.
Trial by Stone open.
This
Yes.
is
For sure.
should happen. I just think about pudding. Joker, fucking Harley Quinn. Hey, pudding. Hey, pudding.
Oh,
Oh, I know what pudding you're thinking of.
Vladimir?
No, he's thinking about
Vladimir
yeah,
pudding?
you know.
Robbie.
Yeah,
Dude,
that,
that's
you know,
the artisanal pudding. That's one of my
Yeah.
flavors. Is Vladimir
it's straight
pudding.
up like NATO war crimes.
So Vladimir pudding would taste like
Balkans,
blood and like atrocities.
Oh yeah.
Salty.
Back to this
Oh,
scenario. Yeah.
That's still pudding.
Puddin'.
Puddin.
Vladimir.
Puddin.
Poutine.
Poutine.
Oh,
I
What
love
about
Now
poutine.
we're on Canada.
I love that shit. That's my jam.
What about like a sweet poutine where it looks like it's poutine, but instead
but it's
of
like
it
actually
being,
rice.
So it would be
instead
like
of
maple
being
syrup.
French fries, it's like
It's
French
maple
toast
syrup.
sticks.
No, it's sweet
and
potato
then
fries.
It's frosting nuggets
And
and
then-
then covered in chocolate pudding.
I think
Rice and
you're onto
sausage.
something.
Co-host Rob, what the
No,
fuck is going on here?
Diabetes.
What are we
Wilford
doing?
Brimley syndrome. All right.
It's the
I
off
think
the rails.
we've officially going off the rails.
Yeah.
I need to be.
We got to figure out how to wrangle this back in.
Wrangle it back in.
Good
December
luck.
9th, live at. Somebody else do it. I got
You know he's gonna take that whole thing off. It's like the chicks with the jumpers. He's like,
Yeah.
he's gonna be running around
Talking
here
all that shit
shop
like
naked.
I'm a fucking marsupial, and I'm like, well, it takes you 15 minutes to take a piss because you gotta undo all that.
Exactly.
Dude, have you ever fucking like seen like the videos of like how swole kangaroos are?
Yes.
Like they're all fucking like. You want to get kicked in the face
I
by a
have seen
kangaroo? Not really.
They
No,
look.
but
They
guys-
look
You want to get
jacked.
punched in the face by a kangaroo?
Kangaroos
Not
definitely
really.
been in prison.
It's like, oh fucking like
Yeah,
that
do
motherfucker's
not,
got like a thumb. I bet he could fucking shiv you.
do
They
not
wear
let
bar-
them
they wear
do not
boxing
let them
gloves.
jump and kick. They'll fucking just gut you, dude. Their fucking claws.
Goddamn velociraptor.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
It's a prison velociraptor.
Next time I fight a
That's
kangaroo,
Velociraptor.
probably gonna be never.
But like they're
Say the next
swole.
time.
Yeah, I
It
stay out
sound
of,
like you already fought one, so you're like, I'm gonna get some revenge.
Oh,
It's on
wait,
one of
you
them
fought-
reels,
you,
dude.
Like,
You
I'm
fought a kangaroo?
I wrestled a bear once.
Kangaroo?
wrestle.
We have video of Mason wrestling a gator. He was 12.
It's a band.
That's not even. That's not even.
It's a band.
That's not even a lie. There's
It's
actually
not a joke.
video.
You guys told that story.
Yeah.
It's got a
I don't have the video, but the video exists.
I told you it had to fly.
See?
Just don't fly away.
And you can just bring it out the side. Not me,
What
but
the
you know,
Everybody.
some people.
For some reason, that stupid fucking leg crap has popped in my head.
I wanna fly away.
That was like his like
Other than American
reemergence.
Woman,
Yeah.
which was a cover.
Ooh, what, I want to shit all day. I want to shit all day. I want to fly. No, okay.
That's
Alright.
Buck. He shits in like the Bucky's bathrooms.
All right,
Bucky's
so
bad. If you're going to shit,
so here's how we're gonna do this. Mason, lead us out with a shout out on the Packed Christmas Show, December 9th. 12 plus bands, 14 plus bands.
12 plus.
Okay.
Plus,
Yeah.
12-year-olds plus. 12-year-old plus.
12
Don't
plus.
forget to check us out
Chris Hansen
December
will be there.
9th, 2023.
Chris Hansen!
At Legacy at the Riverfront. 14 bands, 2 stages, 1 memorable night, all raising money for what a wonderful cause. As PACT launches a new program with the P.A.C.T Center for Girls. We'll have doors at 5, all ages show, $10. If you can't be there, you can donate or buy a ticket. What a wonderful stocking stuffer for those friends, or get Christmas a little bit early. There's going to be raffles, there's going to be guitar giveaways, and a scavenger hunt. Come on down December 9th, see 14 of the finest bands in all the Southeast region rock your fucking face off all the way to Elf Syndrome and Christmas Day. Bless.
Say Elf Syndrome.
I don't know what it is, but
No one knows.
All
Hell
right,
yeah.
on that. Rob, any final thoughts, buddy?
Off the record music show.
Off the record.
and on the off the record and on the grill.
Yes, that needs to happen. That's a
gonna
next year
happen.
thing.
We
You
do
know
that, yeah.
what? Maybe
2024.
I do that shit in the parking lot December 9th. I don't know. Get real
You know,
crazy.
Jeff did that once at a
Jeff
reunion show.
tailgated. Jeff Allen
Shout out,
tailgated.
Jeff Allen.
Shout out to the beer man. Jeff Allen tailgated a
He tailgated a 27
some
South,
South reunion show.
Capital Speedway reunion.
Yeah,
show.
but when he played that show with us.
he was with
yeah.
us. Yeah, wait. Yeah.
Anyway, it was still awesome. He grilled hot dogs and hamburgers in the parking lot of the Beta Bar.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, maybe next
Wait,
year
I got
when you guys are on.
How about this one? For spills, thrills, chills, and bone-crushing chills. Thunder the Snake, Trial by Stone, Off the Record Podcast, December 9th at Lagasse on the river. Bring your mom. Wait, she'll already be there.
Oh, your mama's my roadie. Yeah, I like it. Eurotrash show up to the place. That'd be real good.
Oh, well, Alex,
Skull.
who was the WCW wrestler?
Oh, never mind.
Alex. He was a German dancer dude.
That I don't remember that guy.
He was the German.
The German guy.
Oh, it's the Germans.
Anyway, fucking end this thing, man, because like I feel like, holy shit, 14. Okay.
Wait,
No,
answer
6,
one more question.
5, one person left. Okay,
What's-
go ahead.
Who's the one person?
Am I ending or am I?
I think you should
Are we
end.
doing one more question?
What's
what are we
your
doing?
question?
Paper, rock, scissors for ending.
I don't care. Go for it. Legos.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay. Oh, I was just.
Scissors, cut, paper. What have we decided? Are we doing another question or are we cutting?
One last question.
One last question. All right, let's see what the chat has. Tammy's got that.
That's a long
Pack show. It's not actually a question.
What about the list of the questions?
Yeah, scroll way back up.
Where are the women?
Hey, Jeremy.
Questions.
Jeremy,
There we go. Right here.
can you
Okay.
take that bass off the wall and play the higher ground bass line right now?
I can.
I can. You can play higher ground? Go for it. Do it.
Wait. So if I could guarantee one thing in life besides money, so I have money, what would it be?
Not as good as you can. But yeah.
Kind of.
By now, it was close. It was like the Sing
I
Station.
think he says pee hole.
He'll play better than me.
It was like the Sing Station.
Keep on peeing.
All right, that's like the marathon
close.
station.
How do you do that?
He's just the root in the fifth.
Hold. There it is.
People keep on fucking.
Yeah, the world.
People
I know that Mike picked it up terribly, and that's because I
keep
played
on
it terribly.
sucking.
I don't play bass anymore. I'm fucking retired, guys. All right, so Samantha asked, if you could be guaranteed one thing in life besides money, what would it be?
You.
Happiness. No, happiness.
Jalapenos.
No. Happiness. The key to life is happiness. Happiness.
I would just like to be able to, like, whenever I want to be able to fall asleep, just fall asleep.
Dude, I could do that right now.
Nah,
You're like, hey,
fucking,
dog,
like,
asleep.
and
I'm
so, like,
"Gotcha."
that's what's up. But, like, when you can't, when, like, you really want that, like, be like, and I really need to fall asleep, you never can.
Bro, what's
what about that?
What's that question you want?
It's interesting you say that.
One thing you would want.
Not be in your head all fucking night and be like, if I can
Oh my
fall asleep
God.
right now, I
You
can
could be
get I can get
guaranteed
5 hours
one
of sleep.
thing.
Yeah.
Besides money,
Besides
what would it
money,
be?
happiness.
You say
More money.
her penis?
Happiness.
Her penis.
Happiness.
Herpes.
Herpes.
Ha-
Herpesness.
Happiness.
Hers.
It's a happiness.
Here's the thumb of the snake button.
Happiness. Happiness.
Immortality for myself,
Immortalities.
my family, and my friends.
Immortalities.
That's a long
You want
time
to be
to
like a
suffer, man.
fucking
That's too many people. You're gonna fuck up the balance.
vampire. Yeah, I just want to be happiness.
Happiness.
At least a couple hundred years.
Happiness.
Listen, Mr. Bug, you know see.
I mean, you figure if you play the stock market that long,
Yeah.
you're gonna win.
Yeah, eventually.
You
Yeah.
don't see the.
Yeah, but when does
That's-
retirement kick in?
that's
You're
why
fucking
there's-
300.
that's why there's
Key to
no
life
poor
is
vampires.
happiness. Is the happiness in the asshole.
Her penis in your asshole.
penis
Her
in the
penis in your
Your
asshole.
asshole.
Happiness in your
Her penis.
household.
Her penis.
Happiness in the household.
Her penis in the asshole.
Happiness in the.
Herpes and her
Anyway.
asshole.
Listen, thanks for tuning in to another epic Off the Record podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy. Thanks again to Rob. Thanks again to our guest, Thunder the Snake, and Trial by Stone.
Trial by herpiness?
See you in the streets.